The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers podcast show number 228. We record on October the 20th, 2018. I'm one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, also known as Jesus Walks Loud. Today I'm joined by Gunny Chief from the West Coast, the best coast. Henley Marrow is back. Welcome back, Henley Gunny.
I am Mythios.
You're Mythios.
Mythios. Did you choose Mythios or Assassin?
What are you talking about? You can't choose.
You can choose, man. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Fucking liar. How dare you?
Good evening.
Hi. Thank you for joining us today. And from the great state of Robotland, the Android is back! Welcome back, Android.
Hello. I am glad to be here today.
Thank you for joining us once again on this crazy show. So if you want to follow us on Twitter, people, you can. We are on the Twitter machines at _horrible gamers. Go follow us there and see the tweets that we tweet. Or twit. What do you call that, Gunny?
Twitter.
Twats.
You tweet. Tweet.
Calm down, Android. Calm down.
You know, I was talking to Ice-T today.
You were? You were talking to Ice-T on Twitter?
Actor. On Twitter, yeah.
What did you tell Ice-T?
Nah, he was talking about moving to New York City 19 years ago and how he only went there for like just to check out that TV show, and I was like, "Is that show still on?" He's like, "You bet your ass it's still on." I got like 50 replies too.
I saw that reply.
Thanks, Ice.
Shout out to Ice-T. Ladies and gentlemen, you can always leave us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, Google, all that stuff. Go leave stars everywhere. Leave all the stars. As many stars as you can leave, go leave them. And you can join our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community, over on the Facebooks. If you find our page, Horrible Gamers Podcast, you will see our shows posted on there, and there's a link to the group in the page, I guess. I don't know. And you can always email us. Feedback at horriblegamers.com is our email address. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We got an email this week. Woo!
What? Yeah.
That is right. Matt Jacquet. I think his last name is either Jacket or Jacquet. Spelled Jaquet.
I saw him streaming.
No, my name is Jacquet. Wait.
Matt, thank you for listening to the show. He said the following. Started doing overnight stalking. Produce and music was getting boring. Looked for a gaming podcast to listen to and found your podcast. Gotta say I love it. I just listened to you guys all night. Very entertaining. Thank you for keeping me awake. Well, you're welcome, Matt. We try our best to keep you awake. We understand that stalking produce is very important in this world. Not a lot of people want to do it.
I live that life, man. I've been there.
Yeah, man. Like, it's a tough life.
I got fired, though, because I was too slow.
You were too slow stalking the produce?
Yeah, that's what they said. They're like, we're going to let it go. And I'm like, why? Well, you're just too slow stalking.
They just told you straight up you're too slow?
Like, been here a month. What do you expect from me right now?
They didn't even like lay it on softly. They were just like, fuck you, Eric. You're just too slow.
Yeah, and then I tried. It's called Meyer. Do you guys have a Meyer?
Fred Meyers?
No.
We don't have them in California. They're up in Oregon, right?
Anyway, there's a warehouse as well, and I applied at the warehouse. The guy who was give me the job asked me when I can start, and he's like, oh, well, I just got a call from corporate saying we can't hire you because you got fired from a Meijer store. So I'm like, so you can't hire me? Like, no, we can't hire people who've been fired from Meijer before. I'm like, oh, jeez.
Oh, that's lame, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel sad for you.
See, you were trying to be honest and put on your resume.
Eric, you sound like a loser. Ha, ha, ha.
Even Andrew's making fun of you right now, Eric. Damn.
It's fine. Everyone makes fun of me.
That sucks, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you got fired because you're too fucking slow. Maybe next time you work faster, huh?
Dude, that's my motto now. Live fast, die fast.
But thank you, Matt, once again for sending in that email. We really appreciate it. Anyone can leave us our email at feedback@horriblegamers.com. And real quick, shout out to our Patreon, patreon.com/horriblegamers. It's where you can go and support the show. Like Jonathan Haw did, Alan Maybe, Joshua Wolf, Evan Tanaka, John Jerome, Adam Sunday, Clint Theo, Dirty Bites, Robbie Wheat, David Snyder, and Brian Capessa. Thank you guys for being Patreon show sponsors and donators and all that good stuff. And people, the power of Mega Millions is now 1.6 billion. So if you win, make sure to get over to patreon.com/horriblegamers and support the show. We would really appreciate it. Just a couple million. But just put $1 million in there. Just one.
I'm sure you
just
can
put 5 million. That's all we need.
100K. It's just not even going to hurt you. That's like $1 bill in your pocket.
Yeah, you'll be so rich you wouldn't even feel it. Like leave your bank account. You'd be like,
that would be like dropping a nickel on the ground and keep
30 grand a month. Who cares? I'll just give these guys 50 grand a month. We don't give a shit. You know, you'll be so
I'll
rich.
just give them 50 grand a month.
You know, it doesn't matter. Just go ahead. Support the show.
Yeah.
Our intro song is done by Fowler and Twistix. It is called The Breakout, and our outro song is done by Broke for Free. It's called Night Owl, and our break song changes every week, and I put that in the show notes, who does that and all that good stuff. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a gaming podcast, so let's get into video games.
Video games.
I played a game this week. You played a game this week.
We all played a game.
We've all played games this week. I don't know.
I played them.
I played one game, but I played a lot of that one game.
Played a lot of that one game too. I played a lot of Black Ops 4 this week, guys. Lots of Black Ops 4. Like, I prestiged already.
I saw you've just been on that all day. Probably you were on it all day yesterday too.
I don't know. I have a problem with that game. It's too fun.
It's really.
It's not a bad problem to have, I guess.
It's so much fun. I mean, I'm having a blast with it. Everything about it is fun. I just really am enjoying the multiplayer. I played a lot of Blackout this week as well. I never won. We got to second place a couple times, or maybe 3 times even. We just haven't been able to secure a win. All those times that I went to second place, one of them was in duos, and the other ones were with Wingman, Drano, and them, and we went in squads. It was fun though, man. I had lots of fun with that. I want to say that it's tough, dude. When you run into the zombies, those things are tough to kill. They come at you really fast. They're running at you like pretty much full speed, and you got to engage them because there's no way you could try to outrun them, but it's kind of hard.
Those things are like bullet sponges, aren't they?
They are, yeah. And you're just shooting constantly, and people can just hear you shooting when you're shooting at them, you know what I mean? So it's kind of shitty when you run into them. If you're trying to be all sneaky and all of a sudden you run into a room and it's full of zombies, which happened to me in one of the matches. Me and my brother were the last ones left alive on the squad, and we're running to get to the circle, and as we're running to this town, all of a sudden I hear the zombie music start, and these zombies appear in front of me. Like, they just appear there. And I was like, fuck. And I was running through a house, like this big warehouse thing, and they started chasing me and attacking me, and I run past them, but they all turned around and went after my brother, who was like maybe a few steps behind me, and they knocked him down. So I had to stop, turn around, shoot them, and then I had to pick them up. It was kind of shitty to have to deal with them. It's kind of weird to have them in a battle royale mode.
That is weird, yeah.
But you're
the first to mention that, yeah. But I knew that they were already in there.
Yeah, they were in there, and I guess they're like a different thing. I guess you can say like it's like a little challenge. I know if you do kill them all, you do get like like the zombie crates in the multiplayer that in the zombies mode. There's these crates that have like special weapons in them. Well,
more money you have.
When you spawn in the game, once the helicopters leave the map, there's these two of those crates will appear on the map, two of those zombie crates, and they'll be surrounded by zombies. So like they'll have the light that shoots up into the sky. You can see it from anywhere on the map, and usually, from what I've experienced in the last few games that I played, is usually there's one in Asylum and then there's one like randomly placed around the map. So the one in Asylum, we were there the other day, and me and I don't know who the hell I was playing with. I think it was Snyder or somebody. I think it probably was Snyder. We were playing and we landed there, and there was like two other squads that landed there, but we were playing duos, so there was like 6 people in this Asylum area. And
holy cow.
so we're all fighting each other, and we're fighting the zombies, and I punch one of the zombies to death. I'm trying to pick up a gun. I find a gun, and I'm running. And I run into all these zombies, and I kill them all. And then Snyder's killing all the zombies on the other side of the Asylum. And then finally the box opens up, because I hear it open up, because the zombies are all dead, so you hear the box kind of unlock. So I run towards the box, because I saw it when I was killing the zombies. I knew what room it was in. And then I ran back in there, and there was a dude picking up the stuff that was in the box, and I think it was like level 3 armor and some other stuff, like maybe a gun or something. But I managed to kill him, and then I pick up his gun and all his stuff, because I loot his inventory real quick. And then I kill his teammate, and then I run around, and then some other dude finally kills me. And I'm like, man, this sucks, dude. Like, it's cool to be able to get the stuff, but it's shitty because there's so many other people there with you. You know what I mean? If you don't get it and just prepare to fight, like as soon as you pick it up, you're gonna have you're never gonna even get to use it. You're just gonna die as soon as you get it. It's kind of shitty.
Right.
That's true. Yeah, luck of the draw sometimes, right?
When you pick up stuff, is it like PUBG Mobile where you just walk over it and it just picks up the thing you need?
No, you still have to stop and kind of equip it.
Okay.
But like, say I pick up a stock, it'll give you like 2 options. Like one of them is to put it in your inventory, and one of it is just to equip it. I think it's just double tapping X is to equip it, and pressing it once is just pick it up. So then you just equip it, and then when you equip it, it just goes on your gun automatically. What I really like about Blackout mode is you can carry every type of ammo in the game. Like there's a slot for every single ammo in your inventory. So you have cool. so much inventory to carry, like so much 12 gauge, so much 5.56, so much 7.62, and so much 300 all those like different types of ammunitions. You have a certain slot for each one, and you can fill them all up. You can just run around the map picking up all the ammo you see for every single gun. So in case you run into a situation where you pick up a gun accidentally, you will have ammunition for that gun. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So say you run over somebody's inventory and you're just trying to loot really fast and the circle's closing in on you, and you just press X accidentally and pick up his gun. You don't have to worry about picking up his ammo because you may have already picked that up earlier. You know what I mean?
So does that hinder the other stuff you put in your inventory?
No.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really nice.
That's just like a separate inventory.
So it's like another backpack. Yeah. Like an ammo backpack.
Pretty much.
That's cool.
But you do have to pick up a backpack to increase your inventory size to be able to carry more perks and more like equipment. Equipment is things like a trophy system, an RCXD, like little recon car, or a scan dart, which is like the little UAV that like one of the specialists has in the multiplayer. It's like a little dart you shoot at a wall or something or whatever, and it'll bust out like a little radius, and inside that radius you'll see it's like a UAV. So like anyone that walks in there, you can see them. It's like a UAV in that little area. So like all that stuff has inventory slots for it in your backpack, and you can run out of those pretty easily. But I've never had a problem with that because you can carry like 5 or 6 different items in that one slot. And then for perks, if you have a backpack, you can carry up to like 4 or 5 perks. So you can carry a lot of stuff, in this inventory, and it's really easy to just use. If you ever want to switch out your med, like say you want to use your trauma kit instead of your bandages, it's really easy to do that. You just press up on D-pad, tap X, like highlight the thing you want to switch over. Like say I want to switch over my trauma kit, I'll just highlight my trauma kit, tap X, and now all of a sudden my trauma kit is in my LB button, and I could just use it right away without having to fumble with the backpack like in PUBG or anything like that. It's so much easier to use the inventory in this mode. than
Nice.
PUBG. But yeah, besides that, the multiplayer is fun. I'm playing a lot of hardcore lately. I decided to switch over to that from regular team deathmatch. Regular team deathmatch, everything's just a bullet sponge. Hardcore, everything seems to die a lot quicker.
Right. That's the normal thing, right?
Yeah, and it's usually
Yeah.
has always been like that, right? Where like it's just bullet spongy on core.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just having lots of fun, man. The only one downside to the game that I have to say that it's a big downside to it is there's not a lot of variety in the weapons. There's only 5 assault rifles, 5 or like 3 or 4 machine guns. There's like 4 or 5 SMGs and like 5 sniper rifles and like a few DMRs. There's like maybe 4 DMRs.
Wow.
And so there's not a lot of guns in the game compared to any other Call of Duty that I've ever played. The guns are very like just limiting. It's like I don't like any of the assault rifles, honestly, guys. I don't like them. And especially in core team deathmatch or like in the core playlist where everything's a bullet sponge, using some of those rifles is just so fucking lame. It sucks. So what I tend to do is run with an SMG, and I've already used this SMG so much that I prestiged it twice because you can prestige your weapons in this thing. So I prestiged that one SMG twice now, and I'm trying to switch up the way I play just to get more XP. I'm using other guns to get the XP for using them. So right now I'm using a light machine gun. I don't know. I don't like the variety of weapons. I think they should have way more, like any other Call of Duty, you know. And I don't know why they do that.
You think it's because of Blackout? They didn't want to like get too crazy on the weapon
And
variety?
That's exactly what I told Snyder yesterday, because he was like telling me the same thing. He's like, yeah, dude, there's not a lot of guns in this game, huh? And I was like, I bet you it's because of the Blackout mode. They didn't want to get too crazy with it, you know what I mean? Imagine having like 17 or 20 different guns and having to put them all
Having
into
to put them on the map.
Yeah, so it really could change the balance of the game and just throw off the balancing, right? But I told him, like, they could have done that anyways. They could have just had like 20 guns in the multiplayer and said like, oh, for Blackout, we're limiting the weapons. So you're just going to only have like the option to choose out of these 5 or 10 guns.
Yeah.
There's a chance you could still get it, buy the guns, like cosmetic stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it won't.
Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. Or just do updates and they just add guns.
They could totally do that. And there was a huge patch yesterday, an 11 gig patch, which addressed a lot of the issues with the game, which were a lot of issues with the balancing and both Blackout multiplayer and zombies. And zombies, they've increased the time to kill for yourself. Like the zombies used to be able to take you down pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. Now it takes them a little bit longer to take you down. And they've also like fixed the some matchmaking issues, and a lot of crashing in the game. I've had like the game crash on me maybe 5 or 6 times.
Is that a server issue?
I don't know what it is.
No, I think it was the patch, right? Wasn't it? Because I saw a couple streamers were like, what's going on with Xbox, man? My X has been crashing all day, because I think it had something to do with the patch. But then PC people had problems with
it was before
Blackout.
the patch. Like, my game has been crashing all week before the patch. It's just like randomly you'll be playing and all of a sudden it's like you'll finish a match, and instead of going back to the main screen, it'll kick you out to the main menu, and it'll be like, oh, sorry, match cannot be connected to.
Yeah, that seems like a server issue then.
Or all of a sudden the Xbox will just take me to the dashboard. Like it'll just dashboard and it'll just be dead. Like you have to relaunch the game. So I don't know why that has been happening.
I don't know.
But the good thing is that every time I'm playing with somebody, say I'm playing with Iams or I'm playing with Snyder or I'm playing with whoever, Wingman, if we're playing even the Blackout or any other mode, like if I get kicked out, if my game crashes, their game will crash too. So it's not like it's happening just to me or just to them. You know, like in PUBG, you would have that situation where like all of a sudden one of my teammates will get kicked out, and you have to sit there and watch their back, you know, because you're like, oh fuck, this guy's frozen.
I remember those days. Yeah.
Like, all right, dude, just go ahead and relaunch the game. I'll wait for you here, and you have to sit there and kind of protect them, you know, because you don't want them to get shot by somebody just standing there.
Yeah.
Or they'll be driving, and then all of a sudden they'll crash, and the car that you're in is just hauling ass down the fucking mountain, and you're like, oh fuck, we're gonna crash.
Dead man at the wheel. Dead man at the wheel. Yep.
So
yeah, I've been like highly considering buying this game. Oh, Like I'm right at the edge. Like I keep looking at my bank account, seeing if I could justify the $60 price, or try to like figure something out. Like, well, I got paid, so I could maybe do it this week, or I don't know. I'm really close to getting it, and I'm kind of shocked. But I mean, you make it sound like it's a fun game to play, and I want to get a game that, you know, as a community we could play with each other.
Definitely. And I think this is one of the games that is definitely a game like that. I mean, I know Battlefield 5 is coming out very soon, and a lot of people will be playing that. I'll be playing that. But this game is still a lot of fun, and I still recommend it to people that are just fans of the Call of Duty franchise and the shooting. The way the game feels, it's good, man. It's a good damn game. I mean, I had so much fun playing hardcore team deathmatch. You just run around the map. There's a class that I made where it's just pistol only, so I'm running around with the pistol. And just shoot everybody and get all these kill streaks. It's so much fun, dude. It's so much fun.
That's always good. That's probably the most popular pistols only game would be Call of Duty.
It's just a lot of fun. I like it. I haven't really dabbled too much into the new modes. I play a little bit of that. I think it's called Heist. And that mode is a lot like, what's that game? Counter-Strike, where you have to buy your guns in the beginning of the round. Which is kind of weird. It's kind of stupid, right? Because I set up this whole class thinking, all right, I'm going to make a running gun class. So I set up my class, and then I get in there, and it's like, oh, you have to buy all your shit. So I'm like, fuck, why did I even set up a class for this? So
yeah, you get a certain amount of money, and you get and every time you win, you get more money, so you can buy more stuff.
So like,
if I ever got the game, I don't think I'd ever try that mode.
That mode sucks, man. I played it, and the team that we were playing against, they just completely annihilated. They like destroyed my team. There was no way in chance
all CS:GO players, you know, from PC, right?
That shit was insane, dude. Like, we got in there and we started playing, and it's just my whole team got annihilated. The first round, we all got killed. And then the second round, I was the last one alive. So then they were like, I had like 5 dudes chasing me down. They all killed me. And then the third round, it's just, we got just destroyed. And it was like a 5-round thing. So we got destroyed for like 4 rounds string, like straight 4 rounds just destroyed, dude. By the last like 3rd or 4th round, half of my team quit. And the other team was just calling in like airstrikes, fucking helicopters, dogs, fucking strike teams, missiles from the fucking sky were raining down. Some dude had a gunship. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, we were just getting destroyed.
How long does a normal round last?
For that mode is very short.
So it's it is like CS:GO, where it's a short run,
fast,
right? Timer runs out, and then it's back to the menu again
and you have like limited ammo. Like, you only get like 2 magazines per gun or whatever. Like, oh, I'm gonna use, you know, like 10 bullets. That's it. You know, like, you gotta make sure you count your bullets, because you can run out really quickly from your stuff. But yeah, fun game. That's what I have to say about Call of Duty, man. I played some of the zombies. The Titanic is cool. That's really cool, actually.
Titanic?
The zombies?
Yeah, the Titanic, one of the maps is the Titanic. So
yes.
You start off, and it's when it's crashing into the iceberg, and then you gotta kill a bunch of zombies. It's fucking cool. Yeah. I don't know if it's sinking. I don't know if it'll ever sink when you're playing the game. I think you just, because you eventually die. And even in the tutorial for, like, they have this new thing that's like a tutorial for the zombies. And when you even play that, like, the guy tells you, like, look, in zombies there's one goal, and the goal is to survive, but eventually you're gonna die. No matter what, you're always gonna fucking die. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's all I have to say about it. That's all I played, man, this week. I really haven't played much more of Assassin's Creed. I mean, I played so much the week before that I kind of got, like, tired of it. So I stopped playing it.
I think I'm level...
There we go.
What am I, level 9? I think I just reached level 9 today.
Okay. Barely not level 9?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like level 18 already, man. Like,
for what?
Well, I didn't play for 3 days.
For what
Catch up,
game?
bro?
Did not
Assassin's
play
Creed.
on
Okay.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yeah, I had to reload my page for a second. Sorry.
Yeah, you were frozen.
Yeah.
So, but
Talk about it. Tell me what you think.
So I just reached that mission where I'm going to go into that big battle from that guy that you meet from that mission that takes you to that island. Well, I mean, you go to the island. But dude, I go in there and I'm level 8, right? And into the battle, and there's like the one guy that you run up against that's a level 9, and I'm like, okay, but you're still fighting like 3 dudes at once.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the 2 guys are a level 6, but then he's a level 8, and it's like if I'm just fighting one-on-one, yeah, I can kind of chip away at his health and eventually get him down, but no, he just killed me every time.
Is it like a main dude? Where like a mercenary dude? Where you can like look at his advantages and disadvantages?
No, it was part of like the story where you come in and then
you're fighting all like these regular soldiers, and all of a sudden this big guy comes up, right?
Right.
And so
battle.
Right, but then I got him halfway down on the health, but I think like the game is trying to tell me like, no, it's not meant to be at this time because you're only a level 7 or whatever you are, level 8.
Have a hard time.
Fuck.
If you're 2 levels underneath the character that you're trying to kill or fight, you're gonna have a really hard time either killing them or fighting them. There's been the times where I try to assassinate somebody, and they're like a couple levels above me, dude, and just can't assassinate them. It just doesn't.
Yeah, you just roll over them.
Yeah, you try to like stab them in the neck, and like they just like toss you away and like get the fuck off me.
One of the advantages you can do is or a tactic is when they go to strike, you'll see like just like with Spiderman, right? You'll see like you can evade, right? Well, you can kind of roll into them by holding X, or you can LB/RB on the Xbox controller to
parry.
So like to parry. So, but when there's 2 other dudes around, you can't do that. That animation doesn't always work. Unless he's standing in front of you.
The parry is really hard when you're surrounded. You're right. I mean, what I suggest doing when you're really surrounded by 2 or 3 guys is just roll away and run away.
That's what I do.
And separate them. Because they're going to come after you no matter what. They're always going to chase you down. But try to kill like the weaker guys first. That's what I do. If I'm surrounded by 3 guys and they're all trying to kill me, I'll fight the weaker ones first. And there's a perk in your upgrade system that like it lets you like stab the shield that like these Athenian soldiers. They all carry shields, and it lets you stab the shield and grab it and toss it at them. Unlock that perk as quick as you can, man, because that is so helpful when you're fighting against these dudes that have shields. Otherwise, you're gonna have such a hard time fighting. There's so many people with shields in the game. And you're gonna have such a hard time fighting every single one of them. Because sometimes even the captains, there's these captains and these like in the barracks or like these castles, there's all these captains and stuff, and sometimes they carry shields or they'll pick one up. Like you start fighting them, they don't have a shield, then all of a sudden they run somewhere and they come back and they have a shield, and you're like, where the fuck did you get that shield from? And you're trying to hit them and you can't, and if you try to shoot your arrows at them, you can't hit them because they'll block the arrows. So it's very important.
One of the things that's cool is you can hit them with an arrow, but just like you have to be like dead aim on like, because they don't quite cover their head. So I like that about the game, where it's like, okay, yeah, I can kind of get them in the foot or kind of scalp them, right? But it's not going to do as much damage. So I did unlock that perk yesterday. I unlocked it, I think,
With the parrying, you can hold down LB/RB too, but it's for like maybe a quick second. You can hold it down, and if you're getting like double teamed, you can hold it down. It'll block those 2 attacks. I've witnessed that.
Oh, really? I haven't been able to do it too.
Not really. I mean, it's like, okay, like you could still like only hit them once instead of maybe like 2 or 3 times, right? Because then, like you said, 1 of the 3 guys will. But during that mission, Jesus, I was like, okay, like I was taking out 1 guy, right? Then I go to take out the second, and a third one would replace him. I was like, damn it.
Because in that one, you're in the middle of like this big battle, so there's going to be people all around you constantly. So you got to be really quick about dodging. Then you won't have such a hard time.
So what I did was, I was like, okay, you know what? I actually just backed out. Well, I mean, because you kind of go back to that part of that menu where you're going to go do it all over again.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I'll just go do some side missions, right? And that's exactly what I did. I just went out and went to the job board and just said, all right, just picked up some like level 8 jobs or 7 jobs or whatever, and just went and did like some, what are they, like the thieves' dens or whatever they're called, right? Raiders, I don't know.
Thieves' dens.
So I went out and killed them. But one of the things I'll tell you guys, I had a pretty emotional moment actually playing on Wednesday or Thursday.
Emotional moment.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, check this out. So I went out and did this mission, right? And it was actually for like one of the soldiers, and he's like, hey, some shit went down here. There's like an overturned cart and somebody stole some stuff. And I was like, all right. So it kind of does that Witcher 3 thing where it'll show like the magnifying glass, like, all right, go investigate, right? But it's all like right there in front of you. It's like, oh, okay, I see a cart and there's blood and I see a trail and I see where it leads, right? It's like, all right. So it takes me to this like cave that's like really close by. I don't know if you did this mission or not. So you go over and I go and I find the thieves, and it's just like regular men and women. And I think there were like even like children in there at one point. And you go and accuse them, right? It's like, hey, you guys are a bunch of thieves. You stole the shit out of that cart or whatever. And so you have an option. You can either, I forget what the other option was, but the one is just to just like fucking eliminate them, you know? And I was like, no, you guys are thieves. I'm going to, you're going to pay for it now. So I go and I killed them, right? And there was like 4 of them, like 2 men, 2 women, or whatever it was, right? Yeah. But they all had swords, they had weapons. But it was like a super quick thing, right? They didn't even have levels on them, right? It was just like, take them out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm standing there. I'm like, all right, well, it's a really small cave. So like I was able to just like go pick up a couple of resources that were in there. And I'm just about to walk out, and this kid walks in, right? He walks in. He looks at the dead bodies, and he puts his hands over his face. And I was like, oh, my gosh, I was like, oh, man. And I just, and I walked out of there. I was like, ouch, I was like, man, I really maybe second guess myself, I was like, maybe I should have chose the other option. And then I ran back in the cave, and he's still just kind of standing there like weeping, I was like, fuck, man, like, what, did this game intentionally do this to me, or
what I did in that mission was I let them live, and I let them keep a little bit of the food, but I took the rest of the food back.
Yeah, I feel horrible.
When I went back to the soldier that was at the cart, he was like, well, what happened? I was like, oh, I took care of them. Like, I told him that I killed them, but I didn't kill them.
Yep.
And then he was
I went the same route.
Yeah. Damn, and see, I was thinking like,
Gunny's just
I was being
murdering
selfish.
innocent civilians over
Man,
Damn.
Ruthless, savage.
They were not innocent, though. They were thieves.
They were innocent.
The only thing I've done to people is steal their stuff, man.
God, damn,
you're killing them.
I guess I'm evil. I'm horrible.
Yeah, you are.
Evil person.
Evil Gunny.
Damn. But hey, I really like the ship stuff. just to keep going here. The ship stuff. This is all prior to this, but that was pretty cool.
That was cool as shit.
Launching arrows. It's just like it's your Black Flag, but kind of. I don't want to say bare bones. Just kind of dial back a little bit, right? So it's not like these huge.
It's just battles. Like Black Flag battleship stuff.
The only, what I don't like. Maybe I mentioned it last show. I don't like where you will press LB to like. You like hold your shields. Brace, is it called brace, right? It's
called brace.
It's bracing, yeah.
Because if you're not looking at the ship,
you don't know when they're gonna fire. Yeah.
You kind of see like it'll give you that red thing, like arrows are coming in. But man, I'm trying to like navigate my ship, shoot at the other ships. Like, why do I have to brace? Can't you just auto brace?
Yeah.
Should be an option for that.
Later on, you upgrade your ship quite a bit. If you save a lot of resources, you can upgrade your ship quite a bit, and this makes that combat so much easier, man.
Yeah, but thanks for the tip, because I am like, anytime I see a tree, I'm like, go get it. Yes, collect.
Yep.
Collect whatever wood I can.
Just tap Y, man. And you can loot the trees and stuff while you're on your horse.
That's see, like, yeah, as I'm running by or riding by on my horse, it's definitely like super fast. It's like, boom, you got 4 wood or 10, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's so much, so much better than the last few games. I remember, like, I don't know if it was the last game on Origins, if you couldn't loot while you were on your horse. I think this one you definitely can't, because I've done it plenty of times.
You couldn't loot, but you can fight enemies.
Yeah. And
so,
yeah, man, it's a good game.
I mean, it's really good. Now I'm level 9. I'm ready to go back into that battle. I have my armor leveled up. I have a couple rares to make sure they're upgraded. So I'm ready to go back in there and kick some ass.
Have you been chased by a bear yet?
Oh, dude, a few times, man. There's the one.
Fucking ruthless.
It's on. So the first island that you're on.
Yeah.
You know how, like, if you're at one of the bases where you come in and, like, one of the guys will see you, right? Mm-hmm. So that kind of alerts everybody.
The mercenary?
Well, not
I saw a mercenary with a freaking grizzly bear, dude, and I freaking ran the other way, dude. I was like, this dude's got a freaking bear. I'm out.
See, that's where it came from.
He's got like a horned helmet and everything. I'm like, this dude's freaking crazy looking. I'm out.
Because what happened was I went to the base, right? I took half of it out, and then I left and went and did some other stuff. So when I came back, there was only like maybe like 4 guys and like 1 captain. And
I think we're at the same spot, Gunny.
Huh?
I think we're at the same spot.
But yeah, so that did you see where, like, I kicked those guys off of the ledge? You get them up there, you just do the Spartan kick. I was like, ha, what's up?
There's a little piece of me every time I do a Sparta kick. I'm like, this is Sparta in my head every time. Yeah.
I'm doing the same thing. But man, right at that spot I'm talking about, like, you get in there and it's like, all right, so hey, guess what? They alerted backup or whatever, right? So I'm like, all right, so now it's like 5 dudes. And then I'm like, where the fuck did this bear come from? I got like 4 people chasing me, a bear, right?
Yeah.
And like 2 people are like shooting those like poison arrows at me. I'm like, oh, holy crap, I can't.
Those ones are annoying.
Can't get away.
Once in a while, what I've run into is all of a sudden I'll be riding my horse through like the island, and I'll run into people that are fighting each other. So it'll be like Athenian soldiers fighting Spartans. But all of a sudden, when I run past them, like, they auto-attack me. Like they'll turn and attack me.
Yes.
And I don't know why. Like, I'm not a fucking soldier. I'm just a mercenary, dude. Like, I don't have allegiance to either of you assholes. I'm just riding through, and just because you guys are fighting each other doesn't mean you gotta fight me. And then all of a sudden, they'll just start fighting me, and then I'll be fighting them, and then all of a sudden, a fucking bear comes out of the side. I'm like, oh, fucking bear will come out. And then I got a bear chasing me. And it's like I got a bear and like 4 soldiers after me trying to kill me. It's fucking shitty, dude.
It looks like you're playing a game with like 5 companions or something, you know?
It's fucking crazy. Right? Yeah, that's happened to me more than once. What I really like about the game is when you get into it a little bit more here, you go into different islands after those missions that you're on, Gunny, and you see like some pretty cool stuff. You see like these crazy statues that are like, a lot of this stuff reminds me of God of War, because it's all Greek mythology, so it's based on all the Greek stuff, and it's pretty cool because you see all these different statues about different gods and different like myths or whatever that they have for all their gods. It's fucking cool.
And so if somebody was to ask me like, how do I compare the aesthetics from Origins to this game, or like Odyssey to, I would say like, yeah, man, I mean, Origins was beautiful, like, these statues and these buildings, but here I haven't seen that yet. I don't think I have. And I've seen some statues, but nothing on the scale of
When you get to Athens, you'll see like the big statues, like the huge ones, like the big ass, like golden statues of certain soldiers or gods or whatever.
That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to climb them. I want to take pictures. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And it's really weird. The game is weird because you get to Athens, right? And there's like a big city, and that's the Greek, like, I think it's their capital, right? So you go there, And there's this guy, I think he's their, I don't know, they have an emperor or a lord, or I don't know what the hell they have there. But
Caesar!
They're all about voting, like they're democratic, right? They're about voting their leaders in. And this dude has been voted in. But when you get to the city, you can tell there's kind of like a revolution almost about to start, because like half the people hate him because they're saying that he's too weak, and he's spending all the money that the city has on like statues and art.
Yes.
And they're like, we're in the middle of a fucking war, dude. What are you doing? You're spending all of our fucking gold on statues and building like new bathhouses and shit. What the fuck are you doing? We need to like hire soldiers and get soldiers better weapons and stuff. And you're over here spending all our money on fucking art. But so like half the city hates him, but the other half supports him. And the other half supports his other, like his general. Like, there's a general of the army or whatever, the Athenian army. And he's, like, the leader of the commander of the military or whatever. And he's against the emperor. Like, he's openly against him. He's like, fuck you, man. Like, I hate you. And it's like, I wonder if these two guys are going to end up fighting each other or trying to kill each other or something. Or one of them's going to hire me to kill the other one. I don't know. Because Right now, I'm doing favors for the emperor or whatever. Like, I'm doing favors for him. And I don't know, like, where Alexio stands in all of this. Because he's Spartan. Like, by blood, he's a Spartan. Like, he was, born over there. He's a Spartan. And they're at war with the Greek. So, like, but yet you live in Greece and you're there. And now I'm doing favors for their emperor or their lord or whatever the fuck he is, their king. I think he's their emperor. I don't know, their president. I don't know what the fuck they call him. But you're there and you're doing favors for him. And like, he trusts you. Like, he's like a good guy. He's like, dude, I just want to build bathhouses and statues. I don't want to worry about this war. It's like
just
not
want
even
friends.
Yeah, I just want to make friends with everyone. I'm cool.
Thank you for voting for me.
Yeah, like I love the people. I'm trying to help my people, but it's like I don't know whose side I'm on right now. Like I don't know if right now like you were to ask me like pick a side. Who do you want to fight for? The Greek or the Spartans? I would be like, I don't know, because like the Spartans are assholes and they're just running around destroying everything and pillaging and shit.
Killing, yeah.
And just killing everything without remorse because they're badass killing machines. And, but like these Greek dudes, they're just trying to like be cool, man. We're just like building statues and shit. We don't care about war. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do, Gunny.
I don't know. Wait till I get there. Don't play this game. Keep playing Blackout. I want to get right there with you.
I'm not.
Then we'll decide.
Well, I'm probably like 9.
If we get to decide it, I'm sure we will.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the best thing about this game, making these decisions.
And like it's kind of weird because every island you go to, there's like tons of islands on the map. You obviously have seen the map. There's tons of islands. In every island, there's a thing called like a warlord. And the warlord,
I killed the first one.
Yeah.
I was able to get him. Yeah.
That's how you initiate that battle or whatever between the.
Yes, because, and I think I did it correctly because when I went in and I did a few things to decrease
his his bodyguards and shit.
Right, and then I tried to assassinate him, but he sits his back to the tent, so you can't really you can't get behind him. And then they would all chase me and everything.
Yeah, but at that point, he's only like 3 or 4 guys, right? Like he only has like 3 or 4 dudes with him.
I think it was three guys, 3 or 4.
In the beginning,
they weren't strong.
In the beginning, though, if you were to go, you could just try to kill him from the beginning. If you kill him from the beginning, you can skip all the side quest shit. You could just go kill him if you're powerful.
So maybe he's not sitting in that tent that's just with his back to it.
In the beginning, he's in his fucking castle. Oh. And he's surrounded with like 12 guards. Like he has like an army with him, dude.
Well, see, I did it correctly because I came in and I'm like, all right, let me go destroy.
Yeah, like destroy.
What is it? You're like the war plans? Or I don't know what it is. Like war propaganda.
Yeah.
The war chest or something you collect. You get that stuff and then basically you're stealing it, and then that just like brings hysteria to them.
It makes him freak out, and it makes him leave his castle or whatever, which makes no sense to me. It would be like maybe at first he's not too worried, and then he goes into his castle and he's super worried, but like he does the opposite, which is kind of fucking weird. But I mean, in every island there's one of those guys, and so like I got to this island, and like right where I docked my ship is where this house was at, like this warlord's house, and it's like, oh, you have an objective nearby, and it's like, boom, there's a warlord. But I flew my bird over like his house to like tag all the people that he was with. That dude had like 20 bodyguards, man. Like, and they were like walking with him, like next to him, like they were just around him, like surrounding him the whole time. I'm like, how am I ever gonna kill this guy? Like, that's impossible to get past 20 dudes. That's because he doesn't just have like the normal size dudes. He has like.
So how do you feel about that? The fact that you could. What the game wants you to do is go around the world and doing these different tasks, right? Not side quests, but actual tasks to minimize the amount of guards.
I think that's okay. I think it kind of has like a little like, I don't know, like a side. It's kind of like a side quest type thing, like, and it lets you explore more, and it lets you run into side quests that'll help you level up. You know what I mean?
Right. Because then I guess the other alternative would be like, well, if they're all 20 and you're 20, you could potentially go and quietly assassinate all of them till you get to the main boss. Okay. Yeah. The actual warlord himself. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right, I guess.
Different. Yeah, it's, something else they've added, made different from Origins, so.
I like the game, though, man. It's a lot of fun. It's a beautiful game. I think it's fun.
Yeah. What do you think, Eric, so far?
Eric has played it.
Yeah, so, is it my turn then to say what I've been playing?
Yeah, tell me what you've been playing.
I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Whoa.
That's what I've been playing.
No way.
So I caved and I bought it. I was able to do some little side work for a friend of mine, and he paid me. So I'm like, hey, free money. Why not buy Odyssey? Like, I was debating on getting either Black Ops 4 or Odyssey. And you guys really didn't help me. I asked for your guys' opinion.
You're like, well, did. Well, no, Jesus, actually, yeah, Jesus was like, do what you want, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Just do what you want. This is it right here, right in the arm, man.
So I went with just single-player game, and yeah, dude, I've been trying to...
Anything I say last week, did I lie about it? Did I disappoint you? Did you...
No, you didn't disappoint me.
That's right, motherfucker.
No, I've been trying to play it as much as I can. I've just been busy with work and stuff, but I did get past the title screen like 20 hours later. No, I'm joking. It was, dude, it's probably like, 3 hours into the game.
Quite a long time in the game.
But it could be even more because there's side quests.
For me, it took about 5 hours, Yeah,
because there's side quests that aren't even side quests. That don't even come up, like you can do to level up more.
I didn't even do, on that first island that you're at, there's like the bottom half of that island, there's like still two big, huge question marks that I didn't even go to.
Yeah, it's this world's huge. It's a big, there's, oh my gosh, it's giving me a headache right now just thinking about the amount of things that you could do in that game. Yeah. It is insane because you can get bounties. You can do all these different side quests, and you can go hunting, and that's all I've been doing. I think I've spent most time just running around killing the antelope or deer, whatever those things are, killing wolves, killing boars.
Yeah, kill the wolves. But you're always getting, the one good thing about it too is like you're getting soft leather, right? It's not like 50 different things that are just going to make it more confusing.
I've been messing around with the upgrading and the, what's that? Crap.
Oh.
Engraving.
Yes.
I've been messing with that a little bit. Probably on some useless weapons, but like, my last time I did it on rare weapons and equipment. And it boosted my like DPS and my defense like hardcore. Yeah. Like it went from 25 because I like using the swords. I like because it's finesse and speed.
Yeah.
I don't like using blunt weapons where it takes two hands because you're just slow. So when I was able to get I bought a sword from a merchant, and I was able to level it up and make it. It went from 50 to like 92. Like it brought it up quite a bit. And then you get there's a hood that you get from doing a mission. And I did the same thing there. Like that thing, it was low. Then I brought it up to like 80 something. But like right now I'm at level 7 or 8, and I'm at the mission. I'm the wolf mission.
The wolf.
Yep, and I'm doing stuff for that general to get to the wolf. And so right now I'm killing the Athenians, whatever they
Athenian.
are. Yeah, trying to kill the number of people. I think that's I'm about to kill a mercenary now, because that's the next quest I can do at the level that I'm at, and I'm starting to get the hang of it. I do like the combat in this one. The combat seems pretty smooth and pretty simple. It's just RB, LB.
If I can give you a helpful tip that I figured out on my own, and that is like if a mercenary just runs, you run into one or whatever, and you're near dialogue or people or what have you, and you want to actually battle it out with them, like what I do is I just kind of like run away a little bit, right, to where I'm not like anywhere near people.
Yeah,
like literally like maybe like 100 feet, and then they'll come closer because they could, you'll get the red thing and the music will come on. I'm like, all right, I'm thinking like maybe 50 more feet, and then I'll just battle it out right there with them.
It is annoying when I'm trying to sneak around and this stupid idiot is like circling around my area.
Always near you, yeah.
It's always so dumb. It's so frustrating. Like I was doing one mission and it took me like an hour to do because I kept getting caught by that mercenary, and I didn't want to deal with him because I wasn't high enough level.
Yeah.
Because he's always moving. He's always on the run, or always walking.
So, but yeah, I'm having fun with it. When I get more time, probably either tomorrow or Monday, I'll probably play it when I'm not working. And then I've been sick, so I've been able to play it when I'm sick, when I should have probably been getting some rest. YOLO.
Rest.
There you go.
Fuck
Sleeping
rest.
on bed.
That's right.
Tell your boss, I got the Assassin's Creed virus.
Got the AC virus.
That's a good game though, man. Like people are gonna miss out on a great game if they haven't played that. I mean, if you've played the last one, I guess fair enough. You got like next year to play this one too, because next year they're gonna release one.
Yep.
So
maybe pick it up at $30, right?
Yeah. Black Friday.
I will say this: it's in my top 5, but not my game of the year.
No, not for me either. Like,
no,
it's up there though. I mean, I like it a lot. I've had a lot of fun with it. And maybe if I play more of it, I'll get into it. Maybe I'll enjoy it way more than
I'm here.
have.
Like, I've been listening to some other podcasts, and these people are like going through it and beating it. It's like 80 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a long game, man. Because like I said, there's like even at the level that I'm at, I'm running into stuff, and then like all of a sudden it changes everything. It's like, oh man, everything I thought was going like one way, it just flips everything on its head, and it's like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah,
like, the whole story just changed, and it's craziness. Like it's like, I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying it in a good way. It's just like it's like a twist in the movie that you weren't expecting. Like, holy shit, this just happened.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, what are they gonna do next? And it's just like, wow. It just every time I run into something, I'm like, what? You don't know what to expect when you run into the dialogue with certain people. You don't know what to expect from them, or what they're going to say, or how they're going to react to things. Some of the stuff that I don't like about the game is some of the dialogue choices. You think Alexio is going to say it one way, but then he completely like responds in a different tone of voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll choose something, and he'll be like, you'll think like, oh, well, that seems like the reasonable answer. And then Alexios will just be a dick. He'll just be like, I'm gonna kill you if you don't get the fuck out of me. We're like, whoa, dude, I totally didn't need to say that, man. Like, I thought you were gonna tell him to like walk away or something. He's like,
yeah, step aside.
Like, I'm gonna kill you if you get in my way. Like, it's like, holy crap, dude, calm down, man. Like, chill out, bro. You'll be all crazy. Calm down.
I think the one thing I don't like about the game, is I don't feel it just. Nothing about the story is grabbing me because I don't feel like there's much of a story because I'm having to go to like a bunch of people. Oh, I need you to do this for me. Oh, I need you to do this for me. Can you do this for me? I need you to kill this person. It's like, I mean, it just doesn't, I just feel like I'm bouncing to different people just to advance in the game.
It's more of an introduction of those characters, Eric.
Yeah, well, fair? I don't care. I want a good story.
Me too. Same. I refuse to pay that $10 to see it more quicker.
Yeah,
but
story.
I mean, I don't know if that'll be worth it. Maybe I'll buy the boost and just run through it real quick.
Don't do it, Jesus. No.
I mean, it's just
every year. You know, Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft always gets me, dude. They're the one company that I always end up spending like some kind of fucking money on some stupid ass boost. I did it last year with Origins.
Listen to me, Jesus. I'm saying no and no way, and you know what Mr. Sean Iams Fuller would say, right? Before you know it, you're in the car sucking, right? Because I might just be next week, man. Just be like, yeah, man, I'm on.
You know what, Jesus? You do. I'm on that boost train. Do what makes you happy. I support your decision. But to keep going on my little rant about the story. There's just parts, actually, towards, I'm playing the game and just, it keeps going on. I need you to do this for me. I'm just, like, rolling my eyes, like, really? When's this going to end?
Maybe I should play it on the PC, on that streaming stuff that I have from Project Google or Project Stream. Because they give you a $10 credit to buy, like, the boost.
Oh.
Like, they just give you $10.
Yeah. Nice.
So I probably should just play it on my PC.
That's the one to buy. There are other things, but unless you're going to buy a hat or a costume.
Why would I buy the hat or the costume? I don't need a hat. Dude, so the other day I was riding my horse, and I made him jump off like a high-ass cliff, and I killed him. I took a screenshot of a dead horse next to me. No, but then like I walk like 50 feet, and I whistle, and then he comes back.
You can't die.
He's an immortal.
That horse is immortal. It's from Zeus's hand.
It must be. It must be like a special horse. He doesn't never die. He's just like, I'm back. I'm back
the
here.
Mystical realms.
But you want to know what sucks though? Is like I'm probably gonna have to be putting this game down like next week because Red Dead 2 comes out. It sucks so much, man.
Saying, man. Like
you need to make these big world games like earlier in the year so we have time to, because we have that level of nothing.
If I'm gonna have to, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna call it right now. This is not my game of the year because I won't finish it by the end of the year. Because of Battlefield and Red Dead.
Red Dead, man. I think it's gonna take up so much of my time. I already preloaded it. It's at 100-something gigs right now.
What's that? Red Dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
The preload. It's a lot. Preload came out on Thursday.
Oh, it did. Okay, no wonder my thing filled up. Thank you. Give 8777.
Yeah, I think it's like 100 and something gigs, and then they're gonna have a 30-something gig day one update. So something like 100 and something gigs. Yeah.
So if anyone wants to get me a birthday present, you can buy me Red Dead.
When's your birthday, Eric?
The 29th, next Monday.
There you go, people. Buy Eric a gift.
Listen up.
The person who wins the Mega Millions, buy Eric Red Dead.
You know what? If you're the person that just
COD 4 too, man.
If you only match 5 out of 6 numbers, email us at horrible games. Go to Patreon.
You know what? If someone was gonna give me money, I'd tell them not to give me a game. I'd be like, freaking pay my debt off, please. Please.
I bet just give me $1 million. That's all I want.
Just give me $1 million.
Out of your 1.6 billion.
Yeah. That's not gonna hurt you at all. Well, now you have 1.8 5 million.
Yeah,
Sorry.
oh,
I won't be your
sorry.
best friend. I'm already your best friend.
No, they would have 1.59 billion, wouldn't they? Some shit like that.
I don't know.
Because every point isn't that 100 million?
Yes.
Oh man. So yeah. Fucking
That's all
crazy.
I've been. No, just some AC Odyssey.
Fun game.
Yeah, I play more.
Guys, I've learned that my TV is not compatible with Dolby Vision on the Xbox One. But like it's weird
What is
because
it?
they released that update for the Dolby Vision on your Xbox, so you can use Dolby Vision on like
Yes.
movies or whatever the fuck. And like I was streaming Netflix the other day, and I know I was streaming a program that was Dolby Vision last night actually, and it was like, and it wasn't displaying it in Dolby Vision or giving me an option to switch it. It was HDR10. So I go into my settings and I look on the details on my TV, and it was like, your TV has Dolby Vision, but it's not the newest Dolby Vision.
Huh.
I was like, what the fuck? It's kind of stupid.
That's lame.
It says not compatible. It says your TV has Dolby Vision, but this Dolby Vision is not compatible with the Xbox One. I was like,
Yeah,
the
so
fuck?
you know what that is?
what is that?
That you just have to wait for your TV for the update from your manufacturer
Oh,
if
is that
they
what it
bring
is?
one out.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck. Okay, so if they decide, oh, damn it.
Yeah.
That's kind of
So
dumb.
maybe you can
What?
go to like a forum or whatever. What's the brand you have?
Vizio?
So I mean they're pretty popular, right? So they're
Yeah.
probably still waiting to gather enough stuff to actually do the update.
They'll probably do it across all their TVs at the same time, huh?
That's what they do,
Yeah.
Like Sony does it all at once, and then Vizio, and then Samsung. Yep.
So, we'll see.
Mine's every month and a half or 2 months.
With that being said, though, guys, I think we're close to a break. But, ladies and gentlemen, go buy Red Dead. It's coming out pretty soon. Have you seen the new trailers? The new launch trailer?
Yes.
I have not. I'm kind of staying in the dark a little bit as much as I can.
I didn't watch the gameplay. I only watched the trailers. Yep.
I'm watching everything. That game looks crazy.
I'm soaking it all in.
Fuck yeah. Gunny, you played more games this week, haven't you?
I did. Yes.
Oh, tell me. Talk to me then.
I thought we were going to go to break, but I will definitely talk about. I got the beta code for Generation Zero.
What is this?
I don't know what this is really. This is a.
I don't know, but I
have no-
data code.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's a. So I got it on PC, so I haven't been able to play with any friends. I don't know if anybody else out there has this on PC, man. On the Steams, Mayo, you get it? Let's go. But so yeah, it's like a person shooter.
Oh, yeah. I saw a trailer for this. It looks pretty sweet.
You're like just shooting robot dogs. So I didn't really know what to do, to be honest. I just like jumped in, and it kind of gives you, it's real light on the objectives. And like you start off at this house and grab the binoculars and scope it out. Go to the police car and get the med packs. And you're finding weapons. I think your main weapons mainly are just your pistol, your 38.
It reminds me of State of Decay a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, and but like in a first person mode.
Yeah.
But again,
Yep.
just robot dogs at this point, and I think it's one of the things I thought was funny was like I think it was trying to say like, hey, since you play with random people, there's 7 people in the game, but it was a pretty big map, so they could have been like on the other side of like the islands or whatever, the world of wherever they might be. So I never saw anybody just playing for like an hour and a half today. But
Do you
yeah,
like it?
It's good so far. Like I went to get I got a rifle. I found a scope for it. Ammo's a little scarce on that. Takes a little bit to like at least 3 or 4 shots to take these robot dogs down, but it kind of gives you like some really light missions. Like, okay, you found the church, but it didn't tell me like exactly what to do, and I was like, I kept going around this church and like find this secret item or something, this secret weapon that somebody hid. You can find it like in the clues. And I went up to like this like chalkboard and like press X to view it or something. And then that was it. That actually completed it. the mission it was in, but I don't know if I'm leveling up or anything like that. And again, just seeing like just the mech dogs and killing them. That's all I've been doing so far in the game. But I'm going to watch a little on Twitch tomorrow to see just kind of what more there is to the game and maybe get in and actually play some multiplayer. But the game looks good.
Yeah, I'm watching a trailer right now. It looks pretty sweet. It looks fun.
Yeah. So I bet you we're going to see a lot more. I like the movement of those mech dogs, man. Pretty cool. Just watch them blow up as well. So, but yeah, you can pick up like these fireworks and throw it at them or near them. And that just like totally distracts them and they'll kind of go near the fireworks then you can just kind of pick them off at that point with your pistol. But you'll get like med packs and it'll say, what is it saying? You're getting like loot crates. So I'm like, what? They're going to have like some kind of battle royale mode or something? I'm not confirming this. I'm just kind of asking myself because I'm like, why does it keep saying battle crate, you know? It's kind of weird. But yeah, I'll definitely play more of that tomorrow. I don't know when the beta ends. And the other thing, you know what I picked up today, Jesus? Railway Empire. I think it might be on Xbox, but I picked it up on PC. It was like
15 cents.
No, it was like $15 on Steam on CD keys.
What is this?
And I thought I've been kind of eyeing. Yes, it's like a tycoon game. So it's more that top down. You're more or less managing your trains from a top down view from town to town. And also, like, for example, if you could lay down railroad tracks to, let's say, you want to have it go to like a forest, right? And like forestry goods, like obviously one cuts through a cornfield. You'll probably want to put down like an actual station itself. And the other thing that you're managing in the game is you'll put up like these, what are they called? Signals, right? So the trains don't run into each other. You know, they can actually stop. So it's like almost like a traffic sim in some ways for trains. But again, you're bringing in money for, you know, all the goods that go from point A to point B.
That's one thing I noticed about, what's that game on Xbox? City Skylines. When you have a bunch of railroad tracks, the trains just don't give a fuck. There'll be like 20 trains on the tracks and they'll just be like all like running into each other. And it's just like, what the fuck's going on right here?
And it's like a giant like snake, right? Because if they all
like
back
constant trains going. Like I have like 3 of the like cargo for the ships, but one of them is a train yard. Like the trains could go to the ships and like offload supplies or get supplies from them or whatever. So I got one going that way. I have like 3 or 4 like actual cargo stations that the trains come in and like deliver cargo. And then I have another train station that's just for passengers, like for tourism or whatever. But like, so I have like 6 fucking stations for trains in my city, but I have like one main railroad track and I have a bunch going like to the edge of town, like to exit the map or whatever. And like these trains are just running into each other, or there'll be like a whole like 5 or 6 trains like back to back, and they'll just be stopped on the tracks for like ever.
Yes.
Until like they move out of the way. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, it's really weird.
And one of the things, and just to kind of touch on what you were talking about with City Skylines, with the freight, there's no way to manage it, right?
Yeah.
It's not like you could, because in the regular passenger one, you can actually manage how many trains go to what, you know, well, not what track because they're on said track, but yeah.
and then they added the new update on the Xbox that adds those new, I think it's called like the Metro update or whatever, where they add like the air balloons and you can use those. But they also add that new train station that has like 6 tracks on it or whatever. That has like, it's like a traveling train station that has like 7 or 8 tracks. It's called the Grand
the one
Central
I have is
or something.
Yeah.
So I have
Oberlin.
Now.
Is that the one from Germany? Because that's the one I'm currently using.
Yeah, and so
that one has
like 6 or something tracks that just go out, and you have to connect all of those to the tracks, but they all connect to the same track. So it's just like trains are constantly going through there, and it's like it's insane, dude. Like I don't I don't know.
I think I have like 4 tracks. It's like a 4-track, and then it has underground. You actually have 2 subways.
Yeah.
Literally 2 subways that connect. Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
But yeah, back to Railway Empire. But I actually played it twice today. I was like, oh man, this is so confusing because one of the things you're managing too is like the rail lines, like and how they connect to each other, like where they actually go, because it's not it's not like City Skylines where you're trying to just kind of get it to go around the whole map, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, right now I'm losing money.
No,
but I'm just trying to play it the vanilla way and just
not good.
See how that goes. More Forza Horror. Forza Horror 4.
Forza Horror 4.
Played some multiplayer today with a couple people from the community. From this Xbox Live community. Shout out to Mars Warlord. And him and played with him and a few buddies. We played like what would that be like in Halo? What is it called? The Fiesta?
Oh, yeah,
or whatever.
Like the Super Fiesta shit or whatever. Like
I think it's called like Mix It Up or something like that, or All Things Go, or like basically it changes. You know, you'll play like a round of like 6 rounds of whatever it might be, like Infected or...
Yeah, that's the mode I've always liked in the Forza games, was that Infected mode, where like everyone has to like one car is infected at first and has to crash into the other ones to get them. And now there's 2 cars that are chasing everyone down. That shit's fun.
It was cool because it had like, we were like all full teams. So what was it? 3, 4, there was 5 of us, right? And then it fills in like a 6th player, a random player.
That's it, 6 people?
I think it was like 6v6.
Oh.
So I think it was 12. But you could do, I think you can do 8v8. That's what it might have actually been, because the zombie round went, or chase the mouse or whatever it's called. Basically, you're infected. That went like super quick because I think it was like more on a point system. I'm going to say like not even like a minute and a half. It was like over with, done. And it'll just show like what team won, whether it was red team or the blue team, right? That's what the only thing they have on there. Yeah. Or it'll show like whoever's gamer tag or whatever. Your team blue, Gunny Chief, go. And then the next match might be like a cross-country race. And you don't know, unless you play like a lot of multiplayer, this is what the guy was telling me is, well, it could be like a checkpoint race, a cross-country checkpoint race, or it could just be get from A to B as fast as possible.
Run to the mountains and...
Just go, go. Just watch out for trees, man. Just go straight for the objective. You can actually see the white, where it's showing you where to go. So, hey, if you're familiar with the world and the map, man, and that all plays off of, like, the point system, of whoever, if your team wins.
About that game, man. Like, I'm kind of bored with it. I mean, it's a fun game. But I went back to it the other day, and I did, like, a Forza-thon event, those events that come up on the map or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I played a couple of those today, too.
So I ran into that, and I started doing that one, and, like... It was cool, but then I did it, and then I was done with it. I'm done with this game for today.
Yeah, they're just multiplayer matches, right? That's all they are. Much. You're just joining a team.
Yeah, you're pretty much joining a team, and you guys have the objectives to do. Like, I think the one objectives we had were, like, speed, like, get, like, 3,000 miles altogether, like, on speed in this little area here. So, like, we have to go through the area as fast as we can to, like, add up all our speed up to, like, 3,000 miles an hour or something. And then, like, the other one was drift this, like, crazy windy road up and down this mountain until you reach the drift score or whatever.
Yeah, I did that today. Okay. I can't drift. I did it because it was, like, round 1 of 10. And I got, like, 32,000 out of 30,000, but still only 1 star.
Yeah, the other day I did the achievement where you have to get, like, I think it's 200,000 or 300,000 tricks, like the score, like the trick score, whatever the fuck it's called, the score that adds up when you crash into stuff and do drifts and do speed and all that. Like, you have to get like a altogether, you have to get like a score of 100,000 or more altogether, or like 200,000 or something like that. And I did that the other day. I failed it so many times before I did it.
Well, wait a minute. How do you This is not just like regular throughout the entire game. This is what, like in a match or
in one go, you have to add up 100-something thousand score. Like, you know how it multiplies? It goes like times 1, times 2, times 3. So you have to get that to multiply up to like, to add up a total like in one chain to be like over 100-something thousand. I think it's 100,000 or it could be 200,000. I think it's 100,000. I don't know. It's quite a bit though. It's kind of hard to get. So what I did was I grabbed my car that I had like level S2 or something like that, and I fucking drove that thing in the field, like a wide open field, and I just drifted the whole field, constant drifting. Like I would just speed one, but I crashed so many times into like these stupid like little haystacks.
Oh right, it'll cancel out. It'll cancel it out if you hit something.
Yeah, so like it's really hard to get. So I finally was able to do that. I just like drifted around this field, this open field for like ever until I added up my points to like the multiplier was like at 5, and I had the points up to like 100-something thousand. And so yeah, you gotta add up that multiplier, man. Get that multiplier going to be able to get
right, because once you kind of come out of that,
it's done.
Or if you come to like if you're slowing down too much, it'll be like, hey, I guess you're done. All right, and then it'll add your score.
You gotta have you gotta have a car that accelerates really fast, so you never slow down enough to like make it stop.
Yeah, I'll have to do that like in a minute. I'm terrible at drifting, so I'm just kind of barely making it through just to kind of meet the minimum and get through those races. But yeah, multiplayer was cool. Playing the normal solo matches is pretty fun.
Yep.
So that's all I played.
Cool. I listened to your podcast with the Blaze Experience, so go listen to that, people. It's Gunny Chief talking about Forza and all that good stuff. It's a fun podcast.
With Derek.
That's right. Blaze Experience. Anyways.
BLAISE.
Experience. Let's go into a quick break. We'll go into a musical break. We'll be back after this with some news. Break, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed that music, go and check out the show notes to find out where it came from. Anyways, let's get back into some news time. I'm editing you out. Just letting you know. I'm adding Gibson in there.
Adding in Ryan.
He does it?
You're gone. You're done.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Damn it.
News time. Let's get into some news, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, first piece of news I got here for you is Bethesda and Xbox have dropped the ban hammer on a player who broke the Fallout 76 non-disclosure agreement. Pretty much, Fallout 76, if you are a part of the beta, there's an NDA in place, so you cannot speak, share photos, share video, share audio recordings, or even describe the game online or offline to anyone at all, ever. Shut your mouth about it. You can't describe it at all.
Keep quiet. You can't even say you played it.
Yeah, if you're playing the beta. But apparently some gamers, they don't know how to follow an NDA, so they broke the NDA. This person, who was a Reddit user, reported that a friend of his broke the NDA by posting a 90-second video of gameplay on his Twitter. Pretty much, Bethesda and Xbox were able to identify the offending player because during the video, he clicked on the username of the Reddit poster to invite him to the stress test. In doing so, it displayed his gamer tag. Apparently, Xbox found the gamer tag, and Xbox banned his account. They closed his account. Until January 1st, he is banned from Xbox Live.
Wow.
He's banned from Game Pass. And he's banned from the Xbox Insider program until January 1st. That's a couple months after the game releases. And even Bethesda took away his access to the beta.
That's brutal.
Like, no access to you. But even then, like, if he obviously pre-ordered the game, that's how he got into the beta. So if he gets the game...
No, I think it was part of a... is that what it was in his case?
The only way to get into the Fallout 76 beta is if you pre-order. There's no other way to get into it.
Well, no, if you're an Xbox Insider program, that's what it was on Saturday or this past weekend. Last weekend it was?
It was the Fallout 76 beta?
Yes, I saw it on Twitter.
I thought you could only get into it
downloaded
if you were in a beta insider.
But it was just the stress test one day, whatever it was. Yeah.
Oh, well, this guy's been banned anyway, so it means even if he buys the game, he won't be able to play it until January 1st online, which is an online-only game, so it's kind of shitty that he got banned until the 1st of January. That sucks. But here's the message for everybody. Do not break NDAs. They're very important. They're there for a reason. We get NDAs sometimes. I get plenty of NDAs all the time from review codes and shit. It's kind of shitty. It's very shitty because you can't talk about stuff when you really want to. It sucks.
Yeah.
But it happens. It's okay.
So I'm curious if I'm sure game sharing and all that was disabled, and maybe it wasn't. Maybe Bethesda's just like, here, before you play, you have to sign it just like any other game, right?
Yeah.
But whoever it was, probably just disregarded it and said, fuck it, I'm going to either stream it or share it on Twitter. But foolish move.
They didn't think that they were going to find out who they were, but they were stupid enough to click on a menu and show their friends list or whatever, and show their gamer tag.
Yeah.
They were quickly identify who the hell they were. Sucks for them, but that happens. In other news, a patent by Microsoft seems to be showing that they're looking for ways to improve the cumbersome text inputs found in their gaming device currently. So nowadays, if you try to type in a code or a message on Xbox Live, you know how lame it is to do that on the Xbox itself. Most of the times, I just pull out my phone. But for you people that do not have phones or whatever the hell reason you don't want to pull out your phone because you're lazy to pull out your phone, you use the Xbox controller, and you got to go over to the X, go over to the B, go over to the O, go over to the X. It just sucks to write a message on there, right? So Microsoft has invented a patent for this new radial thing. It's like a circular looking thing.
A wheel.
It's a wheel, and you can type out messages on it. Apparently, it's supposed to help alleviate the time it takes to type out a message on Xbox Live and make it way easier and faster to use. Looking at the patent pictures now, it looks pretty cool. Pretty much it's showing an Xbox controller. It's showing that on the thumbstick, on your left thumbstick, you can use the wheel and it'll let you, pick out letters and numbers, etc. You can write messages. Nothing crazy, nothing big. It's just a new patent. We'll probably see it in an update in the future for the Xbox platform. Another news.
Or if you're old like me, just you bring out the phone, I bring out the iPad, right?
Yeah.
I'd still bring out my phone.
For sure. And yeah. In other news, there's a new phone by Huawei. Huawei? How do you spell that?
I've seen their products before. I don't know how you say it.
That. I've seen their products plenty of times too. But
they
anyways,
make TVs too.
They apparently are saying that their new phone is better than the Nintendo Switch.
Whoa, shots fired.
A matter of fact, during their press conference for the unveiling of the phone and their devices or whatever. They had like this huge press conference. They had a screenshot up on behind the guy who was doing the presentation. They had a screenshot of the Huawei phone, with like they have like this new this little like clip-on thumbstick and D-pad that you can put on the side, and on the other side you can put these.
Oh, okay, I see. It's a click on. Yeah,
it's like a switch thing where like you have like these two controller things on the side of the phone while it's on the side, and it was basically comparing the battery life and power of the Switch to the new phone. Apparently the phone has over a 6.5 hour of battery life while you're playing games. The Switch, of course, we all know, has about 3 hours when you're playing a game like Zelda or Breath of the Wild. So there's that. Apparently the screen size is also bigger and better. It displays a 1080p display at 7.2 inches, while the Nintendo Switch only does 720p at 6.2 inches. Of course, it has a way bigger battery with way better life. But of course, this is like I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't know many people that have the Huawei phones or whatever.
I never even heard of it.
Why would you? I'm trying to think of why they would even compare it to a Switch. But again, this is the Japanese market. You can't make phone calls with your Switch. You can't play Mario on your Mate 20 Huawei phone. I mean,
yeah.
What do you guys think about that with the thumbstick and the D-pad attachment?
I like it. Can you put one on the other side?
Yeah.
It looks cool, but I wish there was another one on the other side of the phone.
Yeah, so do I. I wonder if they're going to...
That would be weird. That would just feel weird.
Yeah. But I mean, it takes away like having to touch the screen to move. You just touch it to like shoot and stuff, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd like to see an option too with that D-pad could like pop out or something, right? It seems kind of inset, so you can like shove it in your pocket. So it's not hindering where you're placing this phone with the detachment. But yeah, I guess, I don't know. We probably won't see a Mate 20 coming to the U.S., but stick with my Switch for my Switch games.
I think we'll start seeing these attachments more and more.
Sony had them. Remember the Ericsson phones?
No.
But I mean, that was already kind of built into its devices.
They had like the gaming phones or whatever. I remember those.
Yeah, a Razer.
You could play like 2 Vita games on it or something. Yeah. And the rest were just shovelware.
You could play like Crash on it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In other news, President Obama doesn't give a shit about Pokemon at all.
What?
Yeah,
I don't care about Pokemon. I do not care.
They released a video. There's a website. It's called ATTN. They released a video saying that, there's a bunch of politicians out there, mostly Democratic for what I've seen, telling people to get out and vote because a lot of younger voters who are claiming to be Democrats don't vote. They just complain on the internet about who won, but they never vote. So President Obama went out and made a video, and he said, look, vote, people. You need to register to vote. If you want to change things, you got to vote. There's no other way around it. You just have to vote. You know what I mean? And he said, look, a lot of young people say, well, I don't care about politics, or I don't like politics, so that's why I don't vote. He was like, well, I don't like Pokemon, but you don't see Pokemon going away. So that's what he said.
Bad move, Mr. former POTUS.
So President Obama doesn't like Pokemon.
Wow.
Yeah. He doesn't like Pokemon. Fuck Pokemon, he says. He probably likes Yu-Gi-Oh. He probably likes Yu-Gi-Oh better.
Or Digimon.
Digimon.
Do you remember Digimon?
Digimon's like the knockoff Pokemon, bro. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Digimon. They even copied the Mon part. Like, come on, man. Like, it's such a ripoff.
Yeah, I think Trump needs to come out and say, I love Pokemon.
Oh. Next to be a video of Trump playing Pokemon Go on Air Force One or something.
Right.
It's a rare Pokemon on Air Force One. Oh, shit. In other news, Dream Daddy Director's Cut will be launching on the PS4 on October 30th. This is a game that was very popular last year, summer 2017. It came out, Dream Daddy was a game about dads dating. And now you can play that on your PS4 starting October 30th. Maybe you should get that for Eric's birthday, people.
No.
Yes, get this game instead.
No.
Get him this one.
No, give me Red Dead. No, give me Red Dead. I'd rather have Red Dead.
Get him Dream Daddy Director's Cuts.
That sounds weird. It sounds like a porno.
It kind of is.
Sound like a shady website you can go to. But looking at the screenshots, it's got the guy. He's got the dad bod, right? He's got the
dad bod,
the beer belly. The other guy,
dad bod.
Then the guy with the sport bod, right? He's got like the baby in the front with the like it's all strapped in there. He's got the walk. He's got his like phone on his arm. Bizarre.
This looks weird.
Yeah, this game was like pretty much it got mentions in the Wired magazine, BBC, and other stuff for being one of the most talked about games on Steam, Tumblr, and Reddit. Yeah.
Build that dad. Get him out there.
Says here, the Director's Cut will feature cut content, new side quests, and the ability to replay minigames that you've discovered throughout the game, and a brand new minigame for your enjoyment. Says here. Yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
get Eric Dream Daddy Director's Cut.
Pre-order now.
Please don't.
Get it for him, guys. In other news,
We want to review at the end of the year.
Game of the year, guys.
Game of the Year 2018.
28.
Oh, shit.
Ryan's like, it's not Dead Cells, it's Dream Daddy. Damn it.
Dream Daddy.
In other news, talk about Red Dead real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Red Dead Redemption 2. We all know you're a cowboy. We know you have guns. We know you kill animals. But we also know you have a horse. We know the horse has ball shrinking technology. The new revelation has come. Your horse is your best companion in the game. You must build trust with your horse. You must teach your horse to trust you, and you must never kill your horse. Because once you kill your horse, he is dead forever. Permadeath will apply to your horses in the game. So if your horse gets shot during the shootout, or if someone shoots your horse, or if you shoot your horse because you want to kill it thinking you're like being funny, well, your horse won't come back. You have to go buy a new horse. And you have to teach the new horse everything you taught the old horse. Yeah. Well, how do you feel about that?
You can't ride them off a cliff and then just whistle to bring them back.
Not like yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's cool. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued again by what Rockstar's doing.
Yeah, and other stuff, all the animals in the game are not unlimited either. For example, say you run out to a field, right? This area of the map that has a bunch of buffalo or bison. And you start shooting them and you start skinning all the bison and all the buffalo in the area. You're like, I'm going to kill all the bison. I'm going to kill all the buffalo. All these fuckers are dead. They're mine. I want to make crazy boots. And you kill all of them and you make your crazy boots. Well, those buffalo and those bison won't come back. You can make species of animals go extinct in the game.
That's amazing.
You can't play God, Jesus. You can't mess up the ecosystem.
Yeah, it says here you can actually fuck with the ecosystem in the game. You can kill.
That's crazy.
If you kill enough animals of a certain type, it'll make them endangered, and you can even like outright just make a fucking thing go extinct. Like you won't ever see them again. So there's that. Keep that in mind, people. When you're out there hunting in the game, you don't want to hunt too much.
I'm gonna hunt everything.
Don't overkill.
I'm just gonna spend most of my time killing animals.
Me too. Every mission, I'm just gonna
I'm not even gonna do the main quest or anything. Nothing. I'm just gonna kill animals.
You know what? And just stream that to PETA and all them people.
Yeah, PETA will love it.
It says here that there's going to be lots of animals in the game, lots of also predators. For example, there will be cougars that are going to be pretty terrifying because they're really fast and they can easily catch you when you least expect it. But there will also be bears And they'll let you know they're coming because they'll be growling really loud, but they're really hard to take down, so do not let a bear get close to you because you're pretty much going to die all the time. They also say there's going to be gators in the game, lots of gators in the Louisiana area, the bayou, and you're pretty much going to have to deal with them quite a bit because there's tons of them down there. And on top of that, there's going to be wolves and other predators as well. And say the wolves will try to surround you as a pack, and then they'll play with you like a prey. They're like a toy. Like they're just, I'm going to fuck with you a little bit before I kill you. So be careful, people. There's going to be also some very different. There's going to be differences from the last game, human relationships you build in the game, and how that's reflected in the game. They said that we're trying to make the world more intimate in every way, to bring the world close to the player so that the player feels more connected to everything they do, increasing that sense of danger and vulnerability through the various behaviors of predators is one way to do that. Another is to make your actions feel more consequential, like the ability to wound an animal, which forces the player to decide whether to mercy kill the animal or to let the animal suffer. It says once the animal is dead, the player will also need to decide whether to skin the animal for parts, to physically carry the carcass of a kill back to camp or to town to sell, or to leave it as bait for a scavenger hunt, or simply just to leave it there to die and rot. And then on top of that, like, say you put your animal on your horse. Your horse will get bloody. It will get blood all over it because the animal is bleeding all over the horse. If you carry the animal with you as you're carrying him on your shoulder, your character will get blood on himself, and you're going to have to get him new clothes. You're going to have to go get bathed to clean yourself up because you're going to be covered in blood. And people will react to you differently depending on how you look and how you smell and what you're wearing. If you're dressed up really nice, people are going to seem to trust you more. If you're dressed like a hobo with blood all over you, people are going to think you're fucking crazy. So
they already think I'm crazy. This is amazing. Man.
Yeah, it says here, like, to build trust with your horse, you're going to have to let it rest. You won't be able to ride it as hard. You're going to have to care for it. You're going to have to brush it. You're going to have to name it if, you know. And when it gets scared during a shootout, you're going to have to calm him down because he can buck you off and take off running, and then you have to go find him, like, in real time. Like, you have to track down your fucking horse to find him again. Or maybe you'll never find him. Who knows? So there's that.
That's just trying to process all this. This is crazy. I wonder too, Jesus, if there's going to be, like you said, you know, in training it, and we don't know any of this stuff yet, but will there be perks for my horse as well?
I don't know.
For example, like in a shootout, like, okay, well, it's going to be less.
Well, it says here, like, you have to. This is pretty much like they're treating it kind of like a simulation. They said that every animal will have a unique reaction and behavior to it. Animals will react differently depending on how you act towards them. Maybe an animal will leave you alone if you threaten it, or maybe it'll just charge at you because it'll be like, fuck you, fight or flight, I'm coming after you, motherfucker. You know? So, like, right. Who knows? They say that they're trying to make the game feel as immersive as possible. They have different modes for the game as well. You can completely choose to play with your HUD off. And instead of giving you a quest marker for where to go, people tell you where to go instead. They'll give you landmarks in the game to follow so you can go to them and find your
Metro.
location. Yeah.
Metro had this option, right? Did they have it on Xbox? Because I think played it mostly.
Yeah, because I played
PC. That was pretty immersive in that first game.
I didn't play the hardcore mode.
Yeah.
That's too far.
Yeah, but it says here that there's going to be pelts that you're going to have to go find if you want to craft certain items. And if you have to hunt down and track those animals and find out where they live and how they act and how to hunt them. All that stuff is going to be part of the game.
Is there going to be like a building mechanic in this game where you can build a farm and
No, but you do have a base camp. There's a camp to where your gang hangs out. So you could take food. You can take like a kill back to the camp and like feed your gang. Like, hey guys, I brought food
your posse
back for everybody. Yeah,
you've got a posse.
What would you guys think if this game, like, they kind of maybe a year after release, they came out with this mode where it's basically a cowboy simulator, and you build a house, build a farm, or
won't take
whatever.
a year. It's gonna take about a month or two. Red Dead
Wouldn't that
Online.
be, like, online?
No, I'm just saying, let's just say it takes a year. What would you guys think of that? That sounds pretty fun to me.
I mean, that sounds like the bare bones of what like the online portion would be,
Yeah,
right?
it sounds like what
think
the
so?
online
Minus
would be.
out all the other, like,
Because in the online, I know
team deathmatch stuff
if
like
you
that.
pre-order
Roam
the online,
together.
you get like a base camp for free if you pre-order. So I'm assuming in the online, you're gonna have to build yourself a base or a camp to hang out with your people. And maybe the more richer you get, or the more heists you pull off, or etc. The richer you get in the online, or the more microtransactions you pay for, the better house you can have, the better farm, and the better area you can live in, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. It says here, like, if, for example, if you're hunting an animal, say you go and you're hunting a bear, Eric, you're in the woods, you're hunting a bear. You shoot at the bear.
Bang, bang.
And you miss, and you shoot again, and you miss again, and you keep shooting your gun off. Pretty soon, all the animals in the area are going to leave because they're going to be all scared of the gunshots.
Right.
So you got to be careful how often you shoot. So you can't just run around shooting everything.
I thought you were going to say all the other animals were going to attack me along with the bear.
Yeah.
You're not going to hunt us, motherfucker.
Pretty much. Yeah. The game looks cool, man. This is pretty much an article talking about all the wildlife in the game. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. In other news, there's an achievement on Steam that you can get now called the Go Outside achievement. Pretty much tells you that you haven't played a game in 5 years. Congratulations. The Stanley Parable was a game that came out 5 years ago, and if you bought it on Steam, you can now get that achievement if you haven't played it for 5 years. Congratulations, guys, if you got that achievement. It's a very rare, apparently. So
Log in, get the achievement, log off, and don't touch it again ever.
Yep, pretty much. You haven't played the game in 5 years is what the achievement is called. It's called Go Outside. Go outside. In other news, Skybound Telltale news here apparently. Says here, Skybound wants to take on all of ex-Telltale staff to finish The Walking Dead's final episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. They say they want to hire 100% of the former Telltale staff to complete the last 2 episodes. Wow.
That's awesome. That's what I wanted to hear.
But, I mean, is it just for the last 2 episodes?
Yeah, seems like it.
Why the fuck would you
I'm
wanna
sure they're
go-
going to keep...
Like, if you got a job with Ubisoft or something after this whole situation went down, why would you quit and go work on a game for 2 episodes?
Well, what if they don't, I mean, what if this was just side money?
I mean, right. And then, I think a lot of it's just like maybe good PR and just saying, it plans for 100%, but they know there might get maybe 40% of those people that are just like, yeah, man, I want to, but.
Yeah, there's probably some people that are really invested with the story and everything, and they want to finish it, but there might be people that, like Jesus said, already have jobs, and, they're working on new things.
Yes.
They wouldn't have time to even do a side project to go home. And then they'll just complain. They'll be complaining again.
In
2
2 months. Yeah.
I'm working too many hours.
200-hour work week.
Go cry me a river.
But how does that work? I'm curious how it works with if they, I guess they have to cut a deal with currently with Telltale because they need the engine, right? They need all the assets. They need everything out of those computers to even make this a thing.
Well,
right now,
they already got a deal with them.
Yeah, they have full access to basically everything.
Yeah.
They just need employees to work on the game, but they're not going to get everybody back. If I had a job with Ubisoft or one of Microsoft's new studio, I'm not going to go back and work for 2 more episodes. Work for 2 more months.
Would.
No.
It just makes no sense to do that, right? Like, why would you?
And plus, too, it might not, they might be in a contract with their new job and they can't leave.
Right. Again, good PR on Skybound, I think,
much.
to say, hey, we will just take on 100%. We got the money, we got the resources, we need the people.
Oh, they have the money. I think they should just, they have their own writing team. They can do the writing themselves. They just need people to develop the game or develop the episodes.
Yeah.
Unless they have people there that can do that.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out.
Another piece of news, Half-Life 2, Portal, Left 4 Dead 2, and more now featured in 4K enhanced versions on the Xbox One X. Apparently, all these games got the Xbox One X treatment this week. If you're a fan of the Orange Box Collection, or the Left 4 Dead game, or Portal, there you go. Or Team Fortress 2. You can go play them now in 4K.
Wow.
On your Xbox One X. I own Left 4 Dead 2, and no one's playing that. No one's playing that. No one's playing it.
No, and I saw some people even comment that said, hey, you know what? That's great that they got this backwards compatible. I really love Left 4 Dead. I don't think I'll ever play it, though. Yeah.
I tried playing it with like somebody. I don't know who the hell I tried playing it with one time, and it's just like, it was broken. It wouldn't let me like team up with the person that I was trying to like invite to the party. I was like, all right, send invite, and it was like, sorry, matchmaking failed. I'm like, I'm not trying to matchmake. I'm trying to invite this person into my thing so we can have 3 players in here and 1 AI, and it just wasn't working. It just was like, nope, sorry, no, we don't work. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to play Left 4 Dead with 3 AI? Like, no one wants to play with 3 AI.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Guys, I got some sad news. Sad news. So, one of PlayStation's exclusive games that was coming out on February 22nd has gotten delayed. Days Gone. Delayed. I'm sad. So, they were, the people who were developing the game, they basically admitted, like, yeah, it's a crowded day, so we're gonna probably just push it back and kind of work on it, polish it. So it's the new release date is April 26th now.
Do you think they're doing that because they weren't very confident in their game?
I think there's something going on. I think there's something going on with the game because it's kind of been silent. Like
they're not really hyping it up, right? Like,
Not at all. I mean, ever since the Game Informer month they did on this game, that's about it. It's been silent. There's been no other gameplay since I think last E3. I think.
Yeah.
Or no, it was during Game Informer's thing when they were showing it off and everything. But yeah, I think there's something going on, and I think they didn't, after all this, people complaining and crying about working so much, they don't want to be labeled as douchebags and trying to push their team to work 100 hours a week or, but yeah, I think this game just needed more time, in my opinion.
Do you think that had anything also to do with the fact that Sony's not doing an event this November or whatever they normally do, like Xbox?
I don't think Sony's doing an event because they really just showed you everything they have to offer at E3. What else are they going to show you? I mean, they're going to show you games that are coming out in 2020. I mean, I just think they didn't need to.
Yeah, I guess because they're winning. Because otherwise, I'm sure they could, right? They can just kind of recycle some stuff and bring in a bunch of people to talk about all the games that are coming out. So that we already talked about at E3, but.
So yeah, Days Gone is pushed to April 26th. I don't think anything's really coming out around that time. So I'm excited for it. It looks like a fun game. So
speaking of, do Jesus, speaking of Skybound, with that Walking Dead game that's coming out, I don't know, it's soon, right? Haven't seen any trailers, but did you guys see there was a beta last weekend?
For what?
I think it was for the Walking Dead game.
The new one?
I think so. I'm pretty sure. To me, I thought it was Killing Floor 2. I thought it was at first because it looked like more of a horde mode.
No, haven't seen it.
I think I just ran across it on Twitch. Game. Yeah. It was pretty quiet then.
Yeah. In other news, guys, Battlefield 5 will apparently take up 31.9 gigabytes of free space on your hard drive. Are you excited?
There's a little victory for him. Not as much space as Black Ops.
How much?
31.9 gigs. That's just the game, original download size. But not to mention the update.
Day one patch, 100 gigs.
Yeah.
Day one patch, yeah.
I think it'll be another 20. They'll match Call of Duty.
Yeah, they'll probably will.
So you'll get 49.7 gigs.
I'm surprised it's low though.
So
31. That's shocking.
You got single player, right? So that's got to be another
single player, probably. Yeah,
30 gigs.
When do you think Battlefield will ever get rid of the single player?
If they come out with a battle royale mode, I think they would. Yeah. Or I don't know. I mean, what are they going to come out with zombies too? I mean,
who plays Battlefield anymore for the campaign?
No,
I haven't played it because I didn't.
Have you, Jesus?
I just didn't bother with it.
I played the last one, but if they took it out, I wouldn't care.
Yeah. And it's obvious that people, don't really care that there's no campaign in Black Ops 4 because the sales numbers are pretty good.
Incredible, man. Double XP weekend this week. Yeah.
Yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me if it's super short, Battlefield 1.
Oh, they're going to be like the Battlefield 1. They're going to be like the Battlefield 1. They already said it. It's going to be like short stories. In other news, Xbox team has teamed up with Taco Bell to unleash a new Xbox One X system. If you buy a Taco Bell $5 box, you have a chance to win a brand new Xbox One X system that is custom designed for Taco Bell. It is a white and silver system with an elite white controller that comes with it. And guys, the boot up sound for it, it's the Taco Bell chime. The little bell. That's the boot up sound
awesome.
It makes. That's fucking cool.
The system looks pretty sexy.
Fucking sexy
it does.
Shit. It looks nice.
It looks good.
Yeah. With that elite white controller, it looks really nice. But it says here, beginning October 18th, which was a couple of days ago, until November 21st, every day, every 10 minutes, they will be giving away one of these systems. They say that if you win, you just got to send them your address and all that good stuff. You'll have it at your house within 72 hours, they said.
Wow.
Dang, bro.
That's 2 or 3 days. So, go people. Go buy the Taco Bell boxes.
I haven't bought any, but I will starting tomorrow or Monday afternoon.
Go buy some goodie.
And I'll get one Wednesday.
Mega Millions tickets and some Taco Bell boxes. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Try to win something. In other news, speaking of Rockstar, they apparently allowed some of their employees to get on social media and talk about this 100-hour work week situation.
Oh, jeez.
After the Steel co-founder, Dan Houser, claimed people were working 100-hour work weeks at various times to finish Red Dead Redemption 2. There was backlash to that statement. He didn't expect that, probably. He was probably saying it like, look, we're working 100 hours a week to finish this game because he wanted people to get hyped. Instead, people got pissed. Really pissed. They were like, what the fuck, Rockstar? But apparently now, Vivian Langdon, a tools programmer from Rockstar San Diego, with 3.5 years at the studio, seems to have been the first to speak out, saying on Twitter, she said, Rockstar has granted me permission for us to speak frankly about this issue on social media. She says, I want to stress that this is my uncurated personal opinion. I am not being compensated for this post in any way, and I am making it voluntarily. I am only going to speak to my personal experience. She said, quote, I have never worked more than maybe 50 hours a week, and that's a rare occurrence. But I generally work about 2 to 6 hours of paid overtime per week. I'm not exempt, so my overtime pay starts at 1.5 times salary and scales to 2 times after 8 hours of overtime in a week or 12 hours in a single day, in accordance with California law. She says, also, I have been asked to work on weekends once or twice in my entire time at Rockstar on the Tools team. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And I saw another gentleman, too, confirm that same thing on Twitter.
She says
Facebook,
that there's been generally...
social media.
She says there's been a few occasions where she has worked late because she wanted to, and she says generally because I am in the zone and don't want to stop until I finish some tricky problem. She also added that Rockstar, quote, is an incredibly kind and supportive company, and she's always felt listened to, valued, and respected by the team, and this was not changed in her transition. So, like, she says it's a good place to work for. She loves it there, you know, like other people. Another guy, Wesley McKinder, he tweeted out, this week with my Twitter timeline has been full of guff. I've been at Rockstar for 6 years, and I have never worked or been asked to work anywhere remotely close to 100 hours in a week. It's been surreal.
How much you want to pay if Rockstar paid these people to say this stuff?
Here, it's been surreal to see people share their crunch stories with the conclusion being Rockstar needs to change. When I've just been reading them thinking, I'm so glad I work at Rockstar and haven't done anything they have.
Okay.
You know, I was listening to I think it was IGN Beyond podcast, or it could have been Unlocked, but they were saying that most of the people working 100 hours were the writing team.
Yeah.
And it was this guy who said they were working 100 hours. He was even working that amount of hours. So there was like 4 or 5, 6 of them that were working 100 hours. So it's just an overreaction. People are just blowing it up because people are overly sensitive nowadays.
And then I think when these reactions came out too, I saw the ones that Jesus read.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I don't know, some tool came out and said, well, it's confirmed that at this location where they do, like, what do they call them? Like focus test or stress something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's not even, they don't even work for Rockstar. They work for like these separate companies that, you know, the ones that like test phones and do all kinds of other crap, right? So, you know, they hire out, all companies do it, right? Those are the ones working 100 hours, you know, like, go screw yourself, you know, really, because like just trying to just bring every negativity into this. People make their own choices, okay?
A lot of these people on Twitter are also saying that do not boycott Red Dead Redemption 2 because it will hurt them, you know, like saying like, look, if you don't buy our fucking game, then people are going to lose their fucking jobs. So don't not buy the game, you know what I mean? Don't boycott the game. And it says that they're going to feel like unvalued or like their work is going to feel diminished if they see like the sales numbers are not there, you know, like obviously, you know.
Let me help you by attacking your workspace.
Yeah, you've been working there
that doesn't help.
For a few years, and you know, you've been working on this game for years now, and all of a sudden people want to boycott it at the last minute. And a lot of these guys are saying like, look, Rockstar is a company that takes a lot of shit from everyone. Like they're constantly being attacked by the media, by people, by politicians, by everybody, and they say usually Rockstar doesn't ever respond to it. We don't respond to it because there's a policy at Rockstar that doesn't let their users, their workers, use social media to talk about Rockstar games. Like if you work at Rockstar,
a lot of companies don't.
If you work at Rockstar, you cannot use your social media in any way to talk about any other games representing Rockstar in any way, shape, or form, unless you're promoting the game. Like, for example, the marketing team, they probably, you know, they get to use the promotional materials, but that's it. But right now, like, Rockstar lifted that ban because they're saying, like, look, these people are talking shit about us and they don't even know us. Like, and a lot of these people are saying, like, look,
they
we
know
love working
nothing
at
about
Rockstar.
them. They're just...
Yeah. They're just assuming that
mob rules. The sheeple are out in numbers and just need something to bitch about.
Yeah. I mean,
hey, I like what Matt Bradford said this week. Jesus on VGO. He said, what's the issue going to be with this game? I think we already found the first one, and it'll just continue and try and hurt the brand of video games overall, in my opinion.
Rockstar's showing too much masculinity.
Horse balls, they don't exist. Where's the female horses? Where's their physics?
Rockstar's race or sexist. Where's the strong female lead?
Yeah. In other news, some shops that are independent shops around the world that sell video games, for example, like mom and pop shops for video games, have been told recently that they're not going to get Red Dead Redemption 2 until November 2nd at the earliest.
That sucks.
Apparently, Rockstar came out and said, like, yeah, guys, sorry, we can't ship the game out to you until November 2nd. Sorry, eh? And there's a guy who spent over $3,300 adorning his small local chain of Pennsylvania video game stores with billboards, flyers, posters, and other displays touting the highly anticipated Western shooter. But, he's like, look, people are hyped for this game. I have pre-orders for this game. Buy this game day one. And now people are coming to my store and they're canceling their pre-orders because they're going to go to GameStop instead. So he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it looks like they stole that with the, supplier.
Oh, that sucks, dude. Like, imagine you spent all this money fixing up your store. You got all these posters and you've been hyping people and you've been getting pre-orders and you're like, damn, yeah, I'm going to sell lots of copies of this game. And then now everybody's like, hey, man, you're going to have this game on day one. Like, well, I'm going to have it on November 2nd. Yeah, dude, sorry, I got to cancel my pre-order. I'm going to GameStop. Like, fuck, that would suck.
Yep.
There was a saying that he was getting like $60,000 from pre-order sales because
wow.
he was doing it for 2 years, and
oh my gosh,
he's got those pre-orders down. He said he was losing $60,000 of sales because of that.
Yeah, because what else is he going to sell? Something else, a controller, a headset.
You can't
whatever.
do anything. I mean, you're not. Yeah, you're gonna. I would cancel it. Be like, bro, why aren't you getting a day one?
Yeah,
Peace.
Sure. Even his most faithful customers are going to be like, yeah, dude, you know what? I can't wait. Sorry.
This is like
I'll be back in a couple weeks.
One of the biggest games of the year, and they're not getting a day one. Everyone's going to bounce. Go to Best Buy, Walmart, GameStop.
Yeah.
I mean, even GameStop gets it like 3 or 4 days early, right? Yeah. Or a week early. And
Walmart gets them early
depending
too.
on the game.
Walmart gets them early too, and there's a bot and it says do not put on the shelves before
this date.
This date, yeah.
Yeah, sucks for them.
Sorry, bottom feeders.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That really sucks though for people that.
that means
Rockstar's in a class of its own here.
That means CC Games isn't gonna get it.
No, that means he's gonna
get day one.
He's gonna be pissed.
Dirt merchant.
I'm gonna be. My heart's gonna go out to him because I'm sure whatever he's gonna be on next week or whatever, talking about how much money he lost.
Yeah.
Well, he was probably not as dumb to start pre-orders before everything and waste all that money to promote the game. Yeah. Rockstar should be like, yo, bro, thanks for pimping us. Here's some money.
But I mean, I guess
they don't need
no, because I think it's GameStop that you could just go in.
No, because that game was.
You know how GameStop can do like the digital code thing? I don't know if you could just do that from the comfort of your own home, but I don't know.
People still want to buy. Some people want to buy disc, I guess. There's people that are out there that like to have a physical thing on their fucking shelf for whatever reason.
Sure, they want that plastic box put on their shelf, You
don't have as much to download, right? When you have a physical disc?
Nope, you still have to download it all.
Oh, do you? I thought it was
in some games. Some games.
No, all of them. You have to download them all. Like every game you put on your hard drive, like you put the disc in, it'll install from the disc, but you're still installing it. It's still taking time.
Yeah, John from VGO said if you're online, then it just downloaded like 200 megs, and the rest was all from the internet. I don't know, but that's just John from VGO.
No,
so.
it's all installing from like the internet. Like you'll see it. You can look at it if you're connected to the internet and you download a game and you buy a game and you install the disc. You can sit there and watch it, and it's like it'll tell you how many megabytes of speed and network speed and all that is downloading that on your console. So like, just downloading it from the internet. Or I think the way it works on the Xbox One is it's downloading the patch at the same time as installing the disc. So it's taking forever. Like it's gonna still take a long fucking time. Probably the same amount of time it's gonna take to download it all.
Yeah.
So you might as well just download it all.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be tied to your account anyways. I don't get it. Some people just don't like doing that. Maybe they're afraid their account will get banned or something. Then, because you got to consider that, right? If your account ever gets banned for whatever reason, you piss somebody off and they report you and you get banned, all your games are gone.
Oh, that's true.
Your games are just gone, so you don't own them. And if you have the disc, you can just install them on a new account, you know?
That's true. Yeah.
So
Trolls.
Be careful, people.
Get discs.
Don't get banned from Xbox or whatever, or PlayStation.
Right.
So.
Hey, you ever see those people use this in like the PUBG Facebook group or something? Like, hey, I'm back after being banned for 2 weeks. Like,
yeah.
I pretty much couldn't play anything on my Xbox, or something. I don't know, but
yeah. Last piece of news that I have is PUBG news. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds says that they have said that in November, they're going to provide a performance solution for the Xbox One X system. They say,
please come back to us. Please come back.
They say that PUBG players have experienced issues on the Xbox One X since the game was released. While the more powerful version of the Xbox One would be the console players would expect to yield the best results, frame rate issues have made the Battle Royale game a frustrating experience on the Xbox One X. So pretty much they said that like they downgraded recently all the how they took away a lot of the graphical features or whatever. They say, well guys, we're going to add all of those back. And now you can have a choice between better performance or better graphics. What do you guys think about that? You can choose now if you want to.
I
would go performance.
Who the hell
who would go graphics?
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
It took me a second to figure that out. I was like, wait a minute.
We are witnessing PUBG dying right now, man. We are witnessing it. They are begging on their knees to the fans, just like, please come back to our game. We know Call of Duty runs better, but come back.
I want to stand on the edge of the circle and go, look at that water tech.
Fuck yeah.
That's some good water tech. PUBG, Blue Hole. Get swallowed up by the circle.
That sucks. I mean, well, they should have known better. They whatever. Fuck you, PUBG. You had your chance to shine.
Man.
We don't know you.
He's like shooting
That's
fire at him right now, man.
Whatever, PUBG. You're dead. You're dead to me.
Man.
Yeah, never going back to PUBG ever again.
PUBG right now is they're holding on to their heart. Oh, my heart. Jesus has left us. Oh.
Well, and guess what? PUBG was going to have like one of their special events this weekend. You know how like they have those events on the weekends, like do this mode or whatever.
Well, I like watching those.
Well,
the war modes.
This weekend they were going to have a new event with a platoon. It's going to call the event mode Platoon. But it got canceled because they found a critical error when they were doing testing for it. So now you won't get to play it till next weekend while everyone's playing Call of Duty.
I feel like PUBG's like just like taking out like the freaking tape, and just like the Scotch tape, Yeah. It's like, oh wait, let's get this piece right here. Let's pop this cardboard box back together again.
Man,
cut some holes in it.
It's like they can't get. It's like it just gets worse and worse for them, right? Like they just.
It's going to.
What do we do? We're trying to fix this game. We can't fix it. All right. Give them the option to choose if they want like better performance or graphics. Yeah, that'll make everyone happy.
It's too late, man.
Yeah.
It's
so the guy that has the performance can kill the fucking other guys. You know?
Yeah, like, that'll fix all the problems in the game. Fuck yeah, let's do that. You know, like it's like they don't know what to do, and then like they go try to do this event mode, and the event is broken. They find out something's wrong with it. They can't do it. Man, it's like they can't catch a break. That sucks, guys. Oh well, it happens.
Isn't it the Tencent making a battle royale game too?
Yeah, they already have it. It's called Rings of Elysium. It's on PC.
Okay. Oh, that's Tencent's game? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's Tencent's game.
How's that doing?
Pretty good on Steam, right, Gunny? From what I hear.
Is it?
Yeah, and the gentleman I was watching on Twitch, he played it for like a couple weeks, and he enjoyed it. So
yeah, people liked it.
Oh man.
Well, but this isn't the end for Bluehole. Bluehole is working on a new game. They're working on a new MMO RPG. So, yeah. Fun times.
Yeah, I figured they'd constantly evolve.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's all I have for news.
Rip.
All right, guys. Let's go on to questions.
Questions!
Question time. All right. Let's do some questions. What do we got? We have our first question is from Raphael Clinton. Cintron. He says, can any upcoming open world RPG games surpass Witcher 3? Evan Tanaka says, hell to the no. No way.
I think so. Red Dead.
Red Dead.
For sure.
Red Dead's an RPG? I guess it would be, yeah.
Kind of an RPG-ish.
In its own class, like Witcher.
Adventure type.
Would you say Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
It's an RPG.
No, it's not. No. It's just the level of dialogue and writing in The Witcher is better than Assassin's Creed. If Assassin's Creed could get like some of the writing that they had in The Witcher, then maybe.
Yeah.
If they get the writing down, but they don't have the writing that The Witcher had. Like The Witcher had so many dialogue choices and like just the voice acting was on point. You know, everything was good about it. Like all that dialogue and the writing, just the way they talked, it was perfect. Assassin's Creed has some weirdness to it.
So we're agreeing Red Dead.
Maybe. If Red Dead can be considered an RPG, it's technically an adventure game. So people are calling it a Western adventure. Technically. I would say Cyberpunk.
Action RPG, you know?
Yeah. Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk will beat The Witcher 3.
There you go. Yep.
Woo! All right, next question.
I'll go with that. Ricky out for us asks, hello HGP. When do you think Ubisoft will get into the Battle Royale gaming trend? I can imagine a Rainbow Six style game with all the same destruction with a higher player count.
I don't think Rainbow Six Siege would be a good game for it.
No.
I think it would be. I mean, just from watching it like on PC, you know, where it's that fast-paced kind of 60 frames per second.
Yeah, but that game, you have certain classes, and those classes like come with things already.
Yeah.
Well, I think if they followed suit like Call of Duty did.
I think the game that would work, I think, for a battle royale for Ubisoft is Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Or somebody said For Honor, right? Somebody put a post in there a few weeks back or about a month ago, like a For Honor type style.
I mean, you're going to be running around looking for swords and shields and bows.
Why not, bro? Why not?
Yeah.
They already
I got a flaming sword.
They have a game like that coming out already. It's a medieval battle royale game.
Why doesn't Star Wars Battlefront do one?
Oh, I'm sure they will.
100
Next one.
fucking stormtroopers drop on a fucking
Heck yeah,
map.
dude. That'd be dope.
You know what I mean? They all look the same. Just
And if you find the Jedi loot box, right?
Then you become a Jedi. Holy
You become the Jedi.
God, dude, you fucking
But
destroy
this
everyone.
time you don't have to pay $20, unlock it early.
And the what were those little dudes? I can't remember their
Ewoks.
Yeah. Instead of zombies, it's Ewoks.
Oh yeah. They come bite your ankle.
They just
jumping out of trees and shit at you.
Right.
Oh man.
Running out of bushes.
Yeah.
And they're extremely hard to kill. Yeah, they're just chasing you with spears, throwing spears at you and everything.
Oh shit. I don't know. I don't think Ubisoft wants to get into the battle royale. I think that's not their bread and butter. They're not interested in that. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Call of Duty
I think
makes
they're
sense for them
doing
to do
fine
it and
with
all
their.
that. But they're doing okay. Yeah, they got Assassin's Creed. They got other games they're working on.
I think they, you know what? So they do well as a great sandbox mode, right? Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six Siege, not really a sandbox, but you know what I mean? Like such a small space. They do a damn good job at that.
Yeah.
With a small map. So I can't see them expanding. Next question, Steve Morlean. Who finished Spiderman? Anybody? Says I did. First game I wanted to finish in ages.
I haven't even played it, so no.
I'm
He's got
still
the happy face, man. That means he enjoyed it.
I'm still grinding on it. I'm just there's too much to try to balance on play. I mean, I got that
job. Quit your
job.
You'll be
quit my
fine.
job. Try to be a partner with Twitch or Mixer.
Do it.
So
Just
nobody
get paid to
buy
play
Red Dead
video
for
games.
Eric until he finishes Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No, you can buy me Red Dead.
Buy him
Red
Dream
2.
Daddy.
I just said no. That's right. Forgot about that.
Yeah, Dream Daddy. Give me a code.
Steve had another question. He says, I pre-ordered Red Dead 2. Enjoyed the first one, but did not finish it. Got bored. Will the second one be different and be able to entertain till the end, or will it fall into the hype trap? Your opinion, please.
I like how he pre-ordered a game he didn't really enjoy the first time.
I don't think I did.
Why?
I didn't pre-order the first one, but I think I got bored of it too.
What?
Why would you order a game that you didn't enjoy? I
gotta
enjoyed
say, yeah, the first one was like it's probably one of my favorite games of all time, actually. It's a really fun game. I loved the story in that game. It was fucking cool as shit. I liked it all the way to the end when you got to Mexico and you did all that shit, killed the Mexican guy or whatever. And then I liked the DLC. Like I've always said, the DLC was some of the best DLC I've ever played ever. Like that zombie DLC was fucking cool as shit.
I didn't know what I was doing in that mode. This was back playing it on the 360.
Yeah.
I think I got it like towards the end of the life of the 360. Like, okay, it was super cheap. Picked up that zombies mode.
It was cool, man. That zombies was awesome. Just you seeing all the zombie stuff going on. That was fucking cool. Finishing that campaign. That was like a whole campaign in its own. It was like a 20-hour campaign, maybe longer. And that was a whole story of itself. Like, you know, that's a story within that DLC. It was fucking cool. I liked the game a lot. But that being said, I liked the first Red Dead a lot. It was called like Red Dead. It was just called Red Dead. Red Dead Revolver. There was
Redemption?
There was Red Dead Redemption. But before that, there was Red Dead Revolver. And I think the first one, I think it was just called Red Dead. I don't know. I think there was two of them before that one or one of them. I know
And
there
then
was
one
a
of them
Red
had
Dead
nothing to do with
Revolver.
the other. I don't know.
Yeah, I know Red Dead Revolver was one of the games that I played before that. And that one was cool too, man. All those games are fun. Like, Western shooters are just fun. They're just cowboys and shit. You know, that's cool stuff. Jumping on trains and shooting the little old-timey machine guns. That's fucking cool shit. I think this one definitely will entertain me till the end. Yeah. The only time I think I will ever stop playing it will probably be when Battlefield 5 comes out. But even then, I don't know. I might not even stop playing it then. I might just keep playing it and get Battlefield later. I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
But
Dang.
I already got Call of Duty, and I've been shooting it up a lot this week. So, like, I'm really fucking hyped for Red Dead 2, guys. Like, I'm so fucking hyped for this game. I don't think I'm going to sleep on Friday and Saturday night next week.
Oh, man. You're going to come to the podcast, like, twitching.
I might not even be on the podcast. That's how much I'm going to be playing it.
Holy cow.
I'm just going to skip the show.
Just stream it.
Damn.
Stream, like, a 24-hour...
Red Dead stream of me wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah. Yeah. Your brother can feed you whenever.
Yeah, like, shit, man. I'm so hyped for this fucking game. I really think that it's going to be an incredible experience. Everything I've read, everything I've seen, everything I've heard about the game, it's just every time I hear something new, I'm impressed by what I'm hearing. And just the level of realism and the level of detail they've gone through in this world, and it's like nothing I've ever seen before in any other game.
Right.
You know,
I think this will be, as much as I want, God of War to be Game of the Year, I think this game will be Game of the Year, and I haven't even freaking played it, man.
I think many people are thinking, what I mean? A lot of people haven't played it, but I think it's probably, like, on many people's thoughts, like, this is probably going to win Game of the Year for lots of places.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. Red Dead Revolver, which was the first in the series, came out in May 28th, 2004.
Yeah, that was on Xbox original, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Was it really?
And PS2. Yeah, dude, I played it a long time ago. I remember that. I like that game.
Yeah, PS2
was
and
it similar to Red Dead Redemption?
No, not at all. Red Dead Revolver was like a story with like you would watch a cutscene, and then it would go into like the mission, and then you'd watch another cutscene. It wasn't open world at all. It was like a story, like a story game. You know what I mean? Like most games back in the day, where like you just watch a cutscene, and the next mission would start. That's how that one was. It was really cool though. I thought it was interesting being in that little, like in a western. You know what I mean? Because lots of games back then were trying to copy Halo.
Yep.
They were all trying to be space shooters and racing games and stuff like that. A lot of people were trying to copy them, and like all the other shooters were like World War II shooters. Like Call of Duty was a World War II shooter. Medal of Honor was around that time. So this game was different.
Played a good amount of Medal of Honor. Yep.
And they even had like that Deadeye system where you like lock onto people. They had that in Red Dead Revolver. That same system was in that game. That's where they took it from. People think that Red Dead Redemption was like, oh, they invented that. No, I think they took that from the first game too. And then after that other cowboy game came out. I think it was called Gun.
Oh yeah, there was.
Yes.
Gun was like a story where like the guy was at the bar and he was telling you a story, and then you would go and play the missions, and he would tell the story, and then you would go play the mission. He was like at a bar drinking, telling these stories, and you would play the missions. So I remember that one too, but that one wasn't as good as Red Dead Revolver.
And they made like a sequel or something to that too, but I forgot what they called it.
Yeah, and then there was Call of Juarez.
That's what it was. Call of Juarez, yep.
That was kind of bad.
Really?
No, it was fine. They tried to do the Deadeye thing, and they kept the missions real short, but the boss fights were kind of weird as far as controls go.
I mean, yeah, Red Dead Revolver was fun. And the guy he looks a lot like John Marston. Looking at the pictures of it now.
Yeah, he does.
He looks just like him.
I know Rockstar was like, what? Come on, right? Yeah. What's this shit?
But anyways, apparently they made that game too. Yeah, they made Red Dead Revolver back in 2004.
Damn. OG Xbox.
And it took him 6 years to make Red Dead Redemption. And then it took him another 8 years to make this new one.
It's amazing.
Like somebody's going to take him 10 years to make the next.
Working 100 hours a week, man.
100 hours a week.
A lot of hours.
For 10 years, guys. That's why we take 10 years to make our games.
I feel like a slave.
We make our employees work 100 hours a week. That's why our games take 8 years to make.
Yeah.
That's why they're also pasty when they come out of the vault.
Our next question, Gunny.
Steve did have a message for you. Talked about your comments last week.
What did he say?
on Call of Duty in the last show. He said, "No, sir, I'm not a Battlefield player. They lost me after that abomination and slap in the face called Battlefield 1.
Wow.
Living in the area where the biggest battles of World War I were fought, I kind of took that stuff serious. Serious. You guys should know that by now. I know, Steve, that you have a thing for history and wanted to stay true
Well,
to the actual game itself.
Yeah, he was saying that it wasn't historically accurate. I mean, but at the end of the day, we said we understand that, but it's a video game, so like, it can't be 100% historically accurate. It would be boring.
But okay, to play devil's advocate here.
Okay.
What if they tinker with that history, right? Would that maybe that's
exactly what they did. That's why he's pissed.
Yeah. Right.
That's what they did. That's why he doesn't like it, because he's like, "Fuck that. This is not accurate." So like, he's mad at them.
Yeah.
So that's why he doesn't like it.
If anything, maybe like a Wolfenstein game is like really fucking with it, right?
You want for World War II that's like just like backwards, like completely different from anything we've ever read or heard. I mean, I don't know what you're asking for here, Gunny. Like, that's what they did with Battlefield 1. He said, I remember when the game came out, he was arguing that the game wasn't historically accurate at all. He was saying that a lot of things were different, a lot of things were changed, and that a lot of the weapons and a lot of the different things in the game were not realistic.
Right.
And he was mad about that. And at the end of the day, we told him we understand that, but it wouldn't be a fun game if it was accurate.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, they're just making missions to
go play that. What's that fucking game? I got a review code for it a long time ago. Verdun.
And there's another one on PC that he was playing as well. There's
Verdun. Verdun was like a game that came out on the Xbox a long time ago, and it was a World War I simulation, pretty much. Like, it was very simmy. Like,
maybe, yeah, I think it is Verdun that I've been seeing on PC.
Like, that game, it's on PC as well, yeah. And
yeah.
And that game, I mean, it was super simulator, and it was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie, fucking very boring. I was like, this is not.
It's not for everyone. It was very niche. It's for. I saw a lot of people playing the beta.
Yeah, and it's not Verdun. He's playing a different game. I forget what it's called on PC, but the video he showed looked really fucking cool. It looked cool. It looked like Battlefield almost, where like it's just destruction and tanks, and it's World War II based, I think, or World War One. I think it's World War II based, and it looked really cool. But I think Battlefield 5 will just be fun. I'm just looking for fun, man. Like, yeah, history is there, whatever. It's
right.
People.
You're the French. You're the Germans. You're the Americans. Right.
You shoot each other. You guys don't like each other. Whatever. No one gives a shit. Everyone's gonna be like riding tanks and standing on top of tanks and blowing buildings up and trying to hack into the wall and glitch themselves into like, I'm going to hide under this fucking rock and try to glitch into it so no one can see me and I can just shoot people from this rock. That's what people are going to be doing in multiplayer. No one in the multiplayer gives a shit where the multiplayer is set, as long as the multiplayer is fun.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe the single player story.
Black Ops 4 is based on nothing. That thing is based on like futuristic fucking soldiers that are funded by some trillionaire lady, and like they all have like crazy ass powers. Like, one dude can see through walls, another dude can jump up like 50 feet in the air and slam down to the ground with a spike and shoot everything around him in the ground, and another one, this lady busts out a crazy revolver that kills people with one bullet. Like, boom, you're dead. And another one has an ability to whistle and a dog appears out of nowhere. And the dog eats people. It's like, no one's complaining about that. So, yeah. I guess no one's going to complain about Battlefield 5 being historically inaccurate.
Yeah, and we'll see how the single player story plays out as well with what they put in there.
Maybe there'll be more at this time. I don't think last time. He said last time the stories on the that stories they had in the single player weren't very accurate and they were just short and boring.
Yeah. We'll see. Next question, Brian Tulp Jr. What's up, dude? Says, what game do you hate playing? But if everyone else is playing, you suck it up and play.
Paladins. Fuck that game. Fucking hobo Overwatch.
I remember you were like, I'm kind of on board with it. Wait, no, this game sucks.
Fuck
Mine was
Go back to Overwatch.
Fortnite, PUBG, Battlefield 1, Halo 5. Yeah.
I did try to play.
Whoa. Hold the fuck up. You hate playing Halo 5 and Battlefield 1?
I don't hate playing Battlefield 1 or 5 or Halo 5. I just don't really care to. But I'll play it because everyone else is playing it, and I'll suck it up.
Suck it up.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think for the one battle, Fortnite, had a friend that I physically know, and he said, "Oh yeah, you got to play this, man. Let's play it." All right, fine. I guess I'll go play with you. So I mean, I played it a few times just because him and a few other friends were playing. Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm not building shit though. I can't build and shoot and chew gum and rub my tummy at the same time. I'm old. Can't do that.
You're not
play
old.
with you though. And I did.
You're young at heart.
Yeah. Looks pretty. It looks pretty. I'd rather go play PUBG.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only one I can think of that, as far as player goes.
And that's all we have for questions.
Yeah. Evan wants to know where's my sound effects, man. He's going to send in some sound effects.
Evan, you better send in those sound effects quick, because I need them. Yeah. He jumped into my Xbox Live party today demanding sound effects because he's a Patreon.
It's like that, Evan.
He was like, I demand...
Don't call the shots
How
around
much
here,
does he
pal.
give? How much does he give?
I don't know. But he was like, I demand sound effects.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Patreon. I want sound effects.
Tell him he needs to give at least $10 or more for that to demand things.
There is a minimum.
Demanding,
Yeah.
demanding sound effects.
You got to buy a Call of Duty, Evan. That's the deal.
And you got to buy me Red Dead for my birthday.
And Dream Daddy.
And Dream Daddy. I'll do that. If someone buys me Dream Daddy, gives me a code for it, I will stream it. I'm not kidding. I will stream it.
You'll probably be like, Game of the Year, best game ever made.
Game of the Year, best indie ever. I will stream it if someone gets it for me.
Dream Daddy.
Is it for Xbox?
No, only PS4.
I have a PS4.
Exclusive to PS4.
Someone get it for me. I'll stream it on Twitch.
Dream Daddy,
you can watch me.
Director's Cut.
Director's
First
Cut?
No, Dad
Has to go
Rectors.
super well.
Dad Rectors.
Yeah, Dad Rector's Cut.
You got to get first base on first date. That's the deal.
Did you guys ever... I forgot to talk about this in the news, but did you see the news about Rockstar? Like Rockstar Games for GTA 5? They're going after these two guys that released this mod or this like cheat for GTA 5 Online that lets people like spawn unlimited money, spawn any vehicle they want, have unlimited health, have unlimited ammo, could jump, do super jumps. You see the article
Australia,
about that?
right?
Yeah, in Australia, and the fucking police kicked down their fucking doors.
Yes.
They fucking raided their houses, dude.
What?
Yeah, the police kicked in their doors and like fucking arrested these two guys. Like, they went all out, dude. They had a SWAT team and everything. Went in there with fucking guns. They're like, get the fuck on the ground. Kicked their fucking doors in. Just because these dudes created like this this cheat for GTA 5 Online.
Yeah.
And now Rockstar, I think Rockstar is either suing or they're pressing charges against them, one of the two.
They're suing the
Dang, that sucks.
And probably they seize all their assets, like
Yeah. Because
PCs, everything.
they would sell like they would sell you the cheat for $40 and you can use it. And like it would give you unlimited money and everything.
See, when you start selling shit like that,
You can't be selling cheats, man. You get your fucking doors kicked in by your...
I wonder how they find out their IPs. Like, I'm sure...
They probably...
You know what? Because I know one of the things they do is they ask the ISP provider to ask, to say, tell them to stop, right? So maybe that's the first step. And then they just like, if they disregard it, then they're like, okay, we need to get a judgment against them to get the ISP, get the address to go out there and kick their door down and
It would be funny if like Rockstar sent their own police force. Like, we got our own police force, motherfucker. We're gonna kick in your fucking doors.
It shows up in a six-shooter cowboy hat.
Fucking the Rockstar police team kicking in your fucking door. It'll be like that video that meme video where it's like, I try to play stealth. It's like stealth is optional, and like it shows the SWAT team kicking in the door.
Yeah. Be quiet.
Yeah, it's like when the game says stealth is an option in this mission, you just fucking kick. You see the SWAT team kicking in the door. Get down, fucking.
Want to go guns blazing or stealth? Guns blazing.
That's right.
Guys, I am not hyped for Fallout 76 at all.
No one is. I'm not either.
I'm just not saying I'm not buying. I'm not like there. I'm not at that point, but I'm just like,
I'm not.
yay.
When does it come out? It comes out this week?
Fallout 4? No. I don't have the calendar in front of me.
It's November, isn't it? Release. It's November 14th. That's the same day. I think that's the same day Hitman 2 comes out. Either Hitman 2.
See, you know what? You're gonna have to wait.
Hitman 2
I gotta play Hitman 2.
November 15th, I think. Let's see, Hitman 2 release.
That I'm hyped for. It's
November 13th. It comes out a day before it.
IO Interactive, they bring it, man.
I want to buy that game, dude. It looks so much fun. You see the new trailer with Sean Bean. It has.
Yes, he's the current guy this week, right?
Yeah, he's the guy you gotta kill.
Current game.
Yeah, he's the contract for this week. The elusive target.
And Sean's such a great actor.
Cool guy.
That's awesome.
It's funny how he makes fun of himself because he's always getting killed in all the things that he's in.
I saw some of the things that...
He's in Hitman now. You gotta kill Hitman.
Yeah, I think it was an article or he tweeted out or somebody like linked his Twitter account, and yeah, he's pretty good guy.
That's awesome.
It's like, sure, why not? Kill me if you can.
And they made a whole trailer about it. That was the cool thing about it.
Yeah, fun stuff.
All right. Anyways, that's it. That's all I have. Questions and news and stuff, guys. Let's go and get the hell out of here. Because we got to win the lottery this week, guys. Go get your Mega Million tickets. $1.6 million.
Whoever won, because it's over now. Who won?
Nobody.
Send it in.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Well, if you were listening to this during the week of the winning, drawing, whatever, someone's got to win. Right? Someone's got to win on Tuesday, right? Like,
you know what, though?
Billion?
Two people.
Maybe.
Isn't there like two people in my area, we call the Bay Area here in California, match 5 out of the 6 numbers? I think somebody did it on Tuesday.
Oh.
No, it wasn't at $1 billion yet. It was like at 900 million.
Yeah.
So you get what, 1.5 million?
I think you get $1 million if you match the 5. Don't you get $1 million? Something like that.
It was 1.5 million. That's what That's what they said on the news.
Still a good amount of money.
Right, because you figure even the cash payout is what, 900,000?
Yeah,
I'm just throwing out a number. That's still a lot of Patreon money.
That's a lot of fucking Patreon money.
That's my point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, Patreon money. Head over to patreon.com/horrible gamers to support the show, ladies and gentlemen. You can support us every week, every month. We don't care. Just go support us. Give us your money. We need it. I need it. I need to pay rent, power.
We now know where the money goes to.
Pay for that. Car repairs.
Drugs. Goes to Jesus' drugs.
Drugs, power, and rent.
Strippers.
Not strippers. Not yet. We're not that. We don't have strippers. And yeah, you can do all that. Leave us a review on iTunes or Google Play or Stitcher, guys, girls. We appreciate all the reviews. We love all our listeners worldwide. We could see Canada. I can see all the listeners in Canada now, guys.
Oh yeah, it's kind of cleared up now.
British Columbia, Ontario, Nova Scotia, all those other.
Nova Scotia.
Alberta is a place.
Oh, Alberta. Yeah.
What's that place north of you? Jesus, just right north of you. What's that place called?
British Columbia.
Oh, Vancouver.
What is it?
Vancouver?
Vancouver?
No, it's
British Columbia.
Yeah,
British
BC,
Columbia.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Surrey.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Surrey's up
Siri.
there.
Oh, are you saying sorry or
Surrey.
Siri?
Surrey. My wife's got family there.
Sorry,
From Canada
Your
land.
family's Canadian?
No, her family is.
She's not,
Isn't
though.
that your family too?
I guess it would be like in-laws. We just haven't
The
like.
Gunnyism right there for you.
She wants to drive up there. I'm like, no,
Drive
no
up
way.
there. Why not, dude?
It's too far to drive.
Look, we got listeners in Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, and Newfoundland and Labrador. Is that how you say it? Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Alberta, and British Columbia, guys. Yeah, fuck yeah. And in the United States, we're listened to in every state. Every single state.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're nationwide.
Shout out to those in Lubbock, Texas.
Texas is one of our biggest states that listens to us. It's number 2, actually, in the country.
You know why? That's where Dirty Bite is, Chris.
Texas, but number 1, California. Number 3, Illinois. New York is number 4.
Do we got any Michigan?
Michigan is up there too. Let me look at the list here. Michigan is like 15 on the list here. It's underneath New Jersey and Oregon. You guys need to step up your game.
That's right.
Got
Florida,
some mafioso listening
New
as well.
York, Alabama. Alabama's in the top 10, guys. Alabama. Shout out to Alabama. Shout out to Missouri and Georgia and Oregon and New Jersey and North Carolina, Indiana, Colorado, Pennsylvania, Connecticut. All the fucking states in the union. Love you guys.
I see New Hampshire. See North Carolina.
All the states here.
We see you. Thank you.
Thank you. And worldwide, we thank all the countries. Thank all the countries, like all the countries, like Sweden and the United Kingdom and South Africa.
Any turkey?
You guys.
I'm hungry.
Brazil, Mexico, Australia, Japan, India.
Did you guys see Sicario?
No. Yo, we'll go watch the new Halloween movie. What the fuck are we doing? This show's over. What's going on right now?
I'm just throwing out random stuff. I'm Gunny, guys.
Go find me. Go find Gunny. Go find me on Xbox Live. Gamertag Jesus Walks Loud. I'll be playing some Assassin's Creed Odyssey before I lose my life to Red Dead Redemption 2. I probably won't be on next week because I'm going to be sick, if you know what I mean.
Like Eric's, like faking it pretty good.
Oh, I'm not faking it. I'm
fake
definitely sick.
You're fake. Fake sickness.
I'm on Xbox. Add me on like Matt did, playing that Forza. Gamertag Gunny Chief.
Now I'm on the Xbox at St. Nicholas and PlayStation Epic Irk. Soon to be, maybe, St. Nicholas on PlayStation.
But I gotta run a beta first.
No, I don't want to risk it. There seems to be a lot of risky stuff.
They should make that shit free if they're gonna do like a beta thing.
They are.
Everybody's reset.
Is it free for the beta people?
Yeah, they can change it as much as they want for the beta.
Oh, you know they're gonna take off all the cool names, right? And you're gonna be fucking stuck.
I don't think they stay. I don't think they stay in the beta.
Oh, so they have to like really pay for it. Hey, look, we noticed you've been using this in the beta. Now you gotta pay for it if you want to keep it.
I'm not sure though, but yeah, that would suck because they can change their name so many times and take all the good ones.
Yeah, totally. They can take all the great ones.
Yeah.
That sucks, dude. They're gonna take St. Nicholas from you.
No.
There's somebody out there listening that's like, I'm gonna take that right now. Go right now and do
I'll find you. When I find you.
You're gonna send the Eric police.
I will not.
Eric police to the
I will send. I will
hack you and get
police.
your ISP.
I will. I'll get into the IP address of your modem and shut that crap down.
Damn.
I know how to do that now. Watch out.
Calm down, guys.
Eric's coming for you.
This is going like public. You guys need to calm down with these threats. Thank you.
Just chill.
Chill, Eric. Just breathe.
Sorry.
Email us like Matt Jacket or Jacqua or Jackwet or
Jacquet.
I don't know how to say your last name, dude. Sorry. Email us like he did, or at feedback at horriblegamers.com or she. I don't know how you identify yourself, Matt. Sorry. I can't assume your identity, gender identity. It's 2018,
You don't
guys.
assume.
I can't assume anything.
What does Gidget say, Jesus?
Peace out, Brussels sprouts. Thank you for listening. We'll catch you on the next week's edition, Super Red Dead Redemption 2 edition of the Horrible Gamers podcast. We're going to be killing all the animals. I'm going to make all the bison and the buffalo go extinct and all the crocodiles and all the wolves. I'm going to kill all the fucking animals. They're all done. PETA's going to be coming after me after this.
I'm going to play peace activist the whole time.
You're going to hug trees. I'll hug the tree.
I won't shoot nothing. I'll avoid all conflicts.
You refuse to use your guns, Gunny. Gunny's going to, refuse to shoot anyone. Just refuse. Never beat the game.
Exit.
Never beat the game because you refuse to shoot anything. We're done. Bye.
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 Deuces.
Bye, Eric.